1 hour later.
So,
2 hours later.
all right, we're recording. We can start whenever y'all want.
Yeah.
Cool. How about them Cowboys?
Shut up.
5 hours later.
Whoa. He said the thing.
I said what thing?
The thing.
What's the thing?
The thing, John.
What's the thing?
the thing?
3 weeks later.
See, we could have kept going with that one too.
Yeah, Ruben.
Yeah,
Well,
Ruben messed up that one.
You know what? It's my fault. Everything's my fault.
Last one was my fault. I'll take it. Whatever.
Welcome to Staying on Topic. Punch.
Welcome to the Staying on Topic podcast. My name is Ruben.
I'm Vic.
And once again, my name is John.
You did a real
Whoa.
long take with that.
Yeah, I was gonna go into something, but go for it.
Anyway, well, this is part 2 of our two-parter podcast. Last week we decided to vote on, or cast our votes, I should say, for the Game Awards, and this episode we're just going to talk about the results and see how well we did.
Or how wrong we were.
Yeah, spoiler alert, we didn't do very well.
Well,
Yeah.
hey, I don't know.
Yeah, we'll figure. We'll do
It
percent.
was a collective. It was all right.
I think we started off pretty good, and then it started slowly getting worse.
Yeah.
All
Yeah.
I'm saying is we did average, which is better than most people can say when they're guessing.
Yeah.
Well, we'll get into it in a little bit, but I think some of the ones that we actually got right were some of the ones that we didn't know too much about.
Yeah.
And the one we thought was a Hail Mary won.
Yeah.
But we'll get to that. We'll get to that when
Yep.
we get to it.
Yep.
But the first thing we wanted to talk about before we get into all the shenanigans of the awards, we're gonna go one by one through them. Probably not take
Yeah.
too long because some of them, they're like whatever awards. No offense to the people. No offense to Faker and his esports team that won. I don't think we're gonna be able to talk about their team winning.
All we know
for-
is that
that they won.
league and he's good.
And he had a trophy in his picture, so that was like a
That
big
was
percentage of
probably
it.
our deciding factor
Yep.
of why we picked
Yep.
it. You know?
But before we get into that, we're actually going to talk about some of the trailers as well as some of the other little bits of stuff that happened in terms of those trailers, because there was some controversy, I should say, with one trailer in particular, which was the final trailer that was shown at the awards.
Which one was it?
It was a Naughty Dog's new game.
Oh, that's right.
A lot of people not too happy.
Yeah.
I shouldn't say a lot of people. It's one of those things where it's like, and again, we're not gonna delve into politics or anything like
People
that.
have opinions.
But yeah, people have opinions, because it's it's a woman protagonist and she looks a certain way, she talks a certain way, and some people don't like that.
Well,
But that's neither here nor there. But again, we'll get to that in a little bit. So I'm just gonna go on my phone real quick, and I'm just kind of gonna go through all the games that I thought were interesting. Now I'm not gonna go through everything.
Well, just give me one that you thought was
So we'll
interesting.
just start with the actual opening of the show. The first thing that they showed, and that was The Witcher 4. Big deal,
Yeah.
because I believe, if I'm correct, Witcher 3 was actually the first game to win Game of the Year, but when they first started the Game Awards.
Yep.
So I think it's really cool. 10 years after, it's the 10th anniversary show. They show off The Witcher 4. Where Witcher
On
3
the
was, Witcher 3 was the first game of the year. I think that's pretty cool. Now, I'm not too familiar with Witcher lore. So I don't know much about it. So I don't know if the main female protagonist, they said the name, I don't remember it.
Siri.
Ciri. I don't know if she's a mainstay in the series because The Witcher's based on a book, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
She's been there for a while.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because like I said, I don't know anything. I'm not going to claim to know anything. The trailer looked good.
Yeah, it was a good trailer.
Granted,
It
it's
looked-
a cinematic trailer.
The game
you
looks.
know.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's
There's
going to
no
look as
gameplay
good.
yet, but
yeah, it's going to look as good as they possibly can.
Yeah.
I don't know what the story is. I'm sure it has some sort of formula.
Well, the first 3 followed a different protagonist.
It was Gerald.
Gerald. However you want.
Geralt.
I don't.
Le Geralt. I
Superman.
don't know. Whatever you want to call him. Yeah.
And Siri is kind of like his apprentice.
Sorry, I broke John real quick.
Um,
You know what's funny? I said Superman because I couldn't remember his name.
Cavill,
Superman.
Henry Cavill.
Superman.
Yeah, Henry Cavill.
I'll take Superman.
Anyway,
Did you
continue.
play Witcher 3?
The series. I did play.
I played it when it first came out. It was
It
fun.
was
I had
it was a
one
while
playthrough.
ago, so
Yeah.
I don't remember too
That's
much about
exactly. That's
Well,
all
it's one
we-
of those games that's always highly praised. Like, it's one of my friend's favorite game.
it. It was
Like-
good.
Yeah.
Like, I can see how like impactful it is in terms of like the gaming world. Like I said, I've just never played it. I do plan on playing it. I just haven't had the time. You know,
Alright.
it's one of those games that's like super long.
It's good to just get one good playthrough of it. and
Yeah, you can play
move
once
on,
and
yeah.
just be like, "This is good."
Anyway,
Um,
continue, Vic.
But Ceres is like his apprentice.
Oh.
And her whole thing is like her bloodline's got like this power to like, if I remember correctly, it's been a while since I've really gone through with it, but her bloodline has like this special like magical power that kind of helps her like go through worlds and stuff.
Mm.
It's like I'm sure they explain it better, but that's from what I can remember, or at least that what I thought was the coolest was, whoa, she can do that. So hopefully, what I'm hoping for is this new Witcher kind of delves more into like going to different planes of existence, or different worlds or stuff, because that'd be kind of cool to do.
Like I said, I'm excited for people who are excited, for The Witcher, and I would say I'm excited as like an outsider looking in, because I like when people are happy about games that they're getting.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know, maybe I'll check it out. I don't think it's one of those things where like or maybe it is. I don't know. Again, I've never played The Witcher 3, so I don't know if I'm gonna have to have played that to like know what's going on for. Because granted, I don't think you need to have played like the first two to understand Witcher 3. I may be wrong on that. Don't quote me.
Well, there's a lot of characters that are kind of like, oh, hey, hi. Like some characters already have rapport with him, and you're like, who's that? But I mean, you can play it without really, because that's how I started.
I'm kind of glad they went with Ciri instead of just another.
Yeah.
I know people had problems with that, her being a female, or there were people complaining about that, but
Yeah. I think
she was already in the story.
I
already,
think
you
it
know what I
helped
mean?
that
Yeah.
we already have the beginning of her story in Gerald's.
Yeah, so there was
Well,
no issues with
Well, that's
that.
the thing, right? I think more people are sympathetic to that because it's kind of already been in like it's kind of just like the normal like thing. Like she's already been established.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like people are going to be more like okay with that. Whereas like again, we'll get there when we get there. The Naughty Dog situation is like it's a new IP. It's the first time they're doing this story with this character, so people are going to be a little bit more up in arms about it. Again,
But even at that, we'll get there in a little bit.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It was a good cinematic. So
yeah.
Sure.
a lot of cinematics in
yeah,
the Game Awards.
Lots
Not a whole lot of gameplay, or at least not for like some of the bigger AAA types.
Hey, Ninja Gaiden looked good.
Yeah, there was a Ninja Gaiden. I think that was during the pre-show or the little pre-thing
Yeah, it
that they
did.
did
Oh,
before.
yeah.
Yeah.
That is being made by the same people who did TMNT Shredder's Revenge.
Yeah.
So I'm already excited for that.
It looked good.
TMNT Shredder's Revenge was awesome.
Yeah, when I saw it, I'm like, is that Ninja Gaiden? And then they showed, I'm like, oh my god, it is Ninja
Yeah,
Gaiden.
I think they're definitely going back to like the old school like NES like Ninja Gaiden style.
Great.
Which I really like the old
Amazing.
Ninja Gaiden games.
Mhm.
Not to say like the
I didn't mind the new ones either.
yeah,
They were-
not to say
they
that
were
the
fun.
newer ones like that use like the more action based combat or like bat or anything. I own I own all of them digitally. It's just that there's something charming about like having that like kind of like it's not really a 2D platformer, but like that style of like beat 'em up. I just think it's really cool.
Yeah.
So yeah, super excited for the Ninja Gaiden Ragebound. I don't think that has a release date. It's probably sometime next year.
Maybe.
I didn't see a release date on that one.
Yeah. So.
Anything you excited
again-
for?
Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead.
No, I was kind of just gonna go.
Yeah, we can
through.
go in order. We can
Yeah,
go in
yeah,
order.
you're
Yeah,
good.
yeah. And again, this is an order of things that I thought looked cool. My taste and the audience taste might be a little different.
Yeah.
But I think the next thing that was immediately following the Witcher news was Elden Ring's new game, Elden Ring Night Rain,
Night Rain.
which I thought was actually DLC. Apparently, it's just a whole new game.
It's only, yeah.
Yeah, it's like a battle royale ish type of game.
The way they were described it, it's a battle royale roguelike.
which I don't know.
I mean,
I don't know if it's one of those things where like clearly I don't think Elden Ring has run its course because obviously it got DLC. It was nominated for Game of the Year again. Probably shouldn't have been, but it was. People clearly like the game. I don't know if something like this though is going to be as successful.
Why not?
I think it's because it's like a battle royale. Like I think people are kind of tired of battle royales, even though granted it's not like a Fortnite battle royale or like a Apex or that other
I was gonna
battle.
say I don't think people are tired of battle royales. I think that's quite the opposite. Like, I think more people are playing battle royales now than there ever were.
Yeah,
And
but,
granted, a couple of years ago it was really big, but COVID was here too. So I mean, what everybody was.
yeah,
at
but
home
yeah,
playing.
but is that more so people are playing it because they genuinely want to play it, or the more I wouldn't say logical reason is that most of these battle royales are free?
That's probably it too. Yeah.
Because like here's the thing, you can only do the battleground, the like that kind of like formula so much. You know, Fortnite did it, and you can argue that was, you know, they took that from like Battlegrounds, you know, and then Fortnite popularized it, and then a lot of people started doing it. Call of Duty now has Warzone, you know,
Mm-hmm.
Apex, stuff like that, and a lot of those are free. You know, not Battlegrounds or anything like that. But so I look at something like Night Rain, and I'm like, are they going to charge people to play this? Because if they are, how big is the like install like user base going to be? You know,
Yeah.
how many people are actually going to want to play this?
Yeah.
Because like I don't necessarily know if the people that play Elden Ring are going to want to play this. Maybe I'm wrong in that. I don't necessarily know if the people who are playing Elden Ring, like just base Elden Ring, are wanting to play a like not battleground, like a battle royale version of Elden Ring.
Right.
Maybe that appeals to them. As somebody who doesn't really care for like the Souls-like genre, unless it's like slapped on like an IP that I like Star Wars, you know, I really don't care. So like, again, I'm biased. I just don't think this is a game for me, but I could be wrong. I don't know, Vic. What say you?
I mean, if people like it, they like it. I'm the same way. I'm not really that much of a Souls guy, so I mean, people enjoy it. So I don't know. It's weird because it's like the two things that I'm not too excited about. It's like it's it's Elden Ring, so it's kind of Souls like, but it's also a battle royale. Like, it didn't really catch my attention. I'm like, cool, it's another Elden Ring thing.
Yeah, but if they intend it to be a battle royale, I mean, it should be maybe less Souls-like. Did they say Souls-like or roguelike?
I don't know.
I'm assuming it's both, because like if they don't make it like a Souls-like game, then is it really Elden Ring? Like,
well, from the trailers I saw, it still looked kind of the same.
because I know it's supposed to be like a group
Yeah.
type thing.
Mhm.
It's not like a solo thing. It's purely like a group, kind of like co-op.
Okay, well, I mean, what it looks like here is, I mean, it looks more along the lines of, hey, you're going to do a three-person co-op to go fight a boss.
Yeah.
So keeping the Souls-like aspect of it.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, I'm assuming it's more along the lines of whoever can beat, kind of like how
yeah,
what's that one? Fall Guys.
Yeah.
You know, it's like whoever gets to the thing first moves on.
Mm-hmm.
I'm assuming whoever beats the boss first moves
and
on.
there's going to be different heroes and
Yeah.
different skills and stuff like that.
Yeah. Again, I just don't think for me it's just not my type of game. So
I
like,
might try it.
I'm probably not. Well, here's like, are you gonna try it if you have to pay for it?
Yeah, I'd still try it because I love Elden Ring and I like Battle
See,
Royale.
I already don't want to try it. If I have to pay for it, I definitely wouldn't try it. That's just me. Though. See, Vic, you're laughing, but like, wouldn't you like?
Well, I mean, even if it was free, I probably wouldn't play it anyways.
True. Yeah.
Yeah.
Again.
Which, no offense to any people who love Elden Ring, but I mean,
Yeah.
I played it. It was fun for like the few tries I did, but after a while, it's like I'm not
the
having
1 hour you
Yeah.
played it with us.
Yeah, I played with you. I was like, I'm not having fun.
Yeah.
I'm just not.
Anyway, that's our little piece on that. If you're excited for the game, cool. If you're not excited, also cool.
Yeah.
Next little bit of news. Again, I'm just going in order of things I thought were
You're
cool. Final Fantasy VII Rebirth coming to PC in January of next year.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. I feel like Sony has been really like let's get these things out on the PC as quickly as possible. Whereas like it felt like it used to be like there was a much longer wait in between when things happened.
Because they wanted the exclusivity.
Oh yeah. And here's the thing: I still don't think there's anything wrong with having exclusive stuff.
Well, I'm not saying it's a
Um,
bad thing, but
I mean, here's the thing. I guess it's one of those things where it's like at least PlayStation has exclusives. 'Cause you look at Xbox and they were like, yeah, having exclusives is kind of dumb. It doesn't sell systems, and it was like, well, yeah, but no, clearly it does. Like PlayStation is doing it, and they sell systems.
Yeah, they're fine.
So like that's just a wrong statement. That's just a false fact. But it's coming to PC. So if you don't have a PlayStation and you want to play Final Fantasy 7, you can do that now. That's pretty cool. Outer Worlds 2, the sequel to The Outer Worlds.
yes.
The trailer looked good.
Yeah.
I thought it was very funny because they lean into the idea of like 2, like from the makers of whatever game 2, this game 2, and Fallout 3, New Vegas.
Yeah.
And it's just like it's very and it kind of goes in line with like how the Outer Worlds kind of is. They did show gameplay for this one. I never played the Outer Worlds 1. It was one of those games where like I think it's
fun.
Yeah, but I think it started off in like a bad place, right? It was like it wasn't like doing super hot at one point.
It's when they first came out. It's like a lot of people were like speed running it
Yeah.
like really early, and some of the gameplay was just not wasn't there.
I played it after like the whole hullabaloo and all that stuff like kind of died down. So I kind of went into it when everything had died down and people were like weren't really playing it anymore. So I'm like, let me try it. It was fun.
Fun. I played
Yeah.
it for a couple of hours.
It was
That
fun.
was it. I didn't touch it after.
Yeah,
that.
I will say this. It made me want to play the game. Like
Yeah.
when this one comes out, I'll probably check it out. Honestly,
Yeah.
very 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 fun. It looked fun. You know, I think that's the best I could say about it.
It's
Yeah.
funny too.
Yeah, funny, fun.
Yeah,
you
it's
know,
great.
Definitely gives me kind of like not really Borderlands. I don't know if that's like the best word I would like game I would go.
I know what you mean. The art style and the play, the way.
It's almost as if you combined Fallout with Borderlands.
Yeah,
Kind of. Yeah.
that's what I first thought.
Yeah,
when it first came out.
That
yeah.
that's kind of like a good mix of games you could probably put together.
Yeah. Anyway, I think it comes out sometime next year. Again, I only took screenshots of the titles. I didn't screenshot if they were coming out. So I'm assuming it's going to be 2025. A lot of these are going to be 2025. Some of them were 2026. That's just the way things are. Sometimes
Yeah,
games need time to cook. Because we've definitely seen when
Yeah, 2025.
games don't
sometime
cook.
2025.
Yeah.
Late 2025.
All right. After that, there might have been games in between. I just took screenshots of whatever I thought. Split Fiction. These are by the same people who made It Takes Two.
Oh, that's right.
This game looked really good.
Yeah.
And It Takes Two was already really good.
Did
So-
you like It Takes Two?
Yeah. I like.
did not like it.
I tried playing it with
same.
Josh.
I tried playing it with multiple different people, and I just did not like it.
I
did
like
not
the
have a good
idea of it.
experience.
Like, I could be wrong, but they also did was it A Way Out? I think it's the same company.
Yeah.
Right? Which that one is basically. I shouldn't say it's basically the same, but it's a similar concept. But it's the two guys that are in prison and they're trying to escape.
Yeah,
I really
yeah.
like the idea of this like co-op thing because you don't really see co-op games in gaming anymore. Like
Yeah.
like actual co-op games like this. And I liked the premise of it. It's like, hey, there's these two women, and one of them accidentally gets like stuck in like the dream sequence of the other woman. So now like they're trying to like get out of the sequence, but like they're experiencing like the different types of things that they are doing.
Yeah.
One of them in more fantasy realm, one of them in like more space theme. And I think that's really cool. I don't know. I would definitely like to play this with one of you guys.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. So when
I always found it hard with the. I wonder if it's going to be the play style. Like I know it looks different than It Takes Two,
Looks
but
very
the
different.
problem that I always had
It
with
looks
that
more-
was the just getting things to work right with each other's. Like,
Yeah. See, your problem
stuff
was
together?
teamwork.
Yes, God, couldn't.
No, this
I could never get anything to
this
work
one
right.
looks more actiony,
yeah.
Yeah.
which
Well, because like I feel like with It Takes Two, it was more platformy based.
yeah.
Whereas like
Yeah.
this one actually looks like more like there's gonna be, not to say that It Takes Two didn't have involved gameplay, but like I feel like this one's gonna be more kind of like what you were saying.
I would appreciate more hack and slashy elements in this.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, like I said, I'm excited for it. I thought it looked cool. Let's see what was next. God.
Yep.
Okay.
There's a lamp.
So
Yeah.
the next one,
Yeah, I love
next one,
this.
I
Yep.
don't know if it's free to play. It was called Fragpunk. And this was like a shooter, but it was mixed in with like cards.
Yeah, with
And,
cards.
and there was like cards with abilities, and
Yeah.
I just thought it was a cool concept.
Mm-hmm.
Where it's like you pick up cards and you can use them, and it gives you like abilities. But it's I think it's like a team shooter.
It's this is I forget which game it was. I don't know if it was even this one, but this this type of gameplay had already been done before. I don't remember what the game was, but it's same concept where you would get like a deck of cards, like from beginning, like before you even started, you had a deck of cards, and every once in a while you would pick one for each round, but every character had like their own, or like your teammates also had like their own deck, so every time you would use them, sometimes it would work, or sometimes it's a cool concept. So, and when I watched this, I'm like, this is really cool.
Yeah, and again, free to play. You know, you're not gonna be paid. You don't have to pay. I'm sure there'll be microtransactions at the wazoo.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
But I don't know if it's gonna be one of those games where I'm playing it constantly to where I feel inclined to do microtransactions.
Mhm.
But I thought, like I said, I thought the gameplay looked good. I thought it looked fun enough. I definitely will probably check it out. Maybe not at launch, but it's definitely something I'd be interested
Well, it
in.
looks like it's out right now too on beta on Steam. So
Yeah.
Oh, good for them.
Yeah. I will wait though. I don't really care for being in betas.
yeah,
Not that I don't like. I wouldn't want to participate. It's just I'd rather just the game be done.
Yeah. What if they said, "Hey, if you play in beta, we'll get your tag put like an engraving in a special place in this game"?
I don't think I still don't think I'd do
Boo, you're boring.
it. Nah. Now, if they were like, "Hey, we'll give you like this exclusive skin that you can only do playing the beta," maybe. Like,
Yeah, it's totally
I feel
different.
like I'd be more inclined to do that.
Yeah.
But there's like I'm putting my name. It's like, dude, I don't care. I'll probably change my name by the time the game comes.
but
out.
it's just like it's another hero shooter, so I'm probably never gonna play it.
Nah, I'll give it a try.
I don't know. There were some cool cards there on the trailer that I was like, yes.
sure, it looked fun, but what you got next?
Let's see. A game coming out the same month. It's called Killing Room Floor
Oh yeah, this
or Killing
one.
Floor 3.
Killing Floor. Yeah.
I didn't see that one.
Yeah, Killing Floor.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's-
I was like, Killing Floor 3. Oh my god. You remember that game?
No, I do not.
You don't? Oh my god.
Nope.
It's a kind of like an older franchise.
Yeah, I feel like you would like this, John. Like go to the images.
Killing Floor 3.
Yeah, it's great.
You guys can't see it, but
It's-
we're looking at
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah. It's like a zombie shooter.
That's beautiful.
It was really popular around like the when a lot of like Left 4 Dead kind of
Okay, I
era.
see. Yeah.
You know what I mean? This game came out as kind of like a competitor. It looked cool.
I know what you mean. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
kind of not first person, sort of fish-eyed lens, kind of killing bad things.
Yeah, boys, it's very
that's
Left
what
4
it looks
Dead ish kind
Oh,
of.
okay.
You see, you know what I mean?
Yeah. I played Left 4 Dead.
Yeah, yeah.
Gonna go next. Okay. No, I'll get you though. Might be something fun to try.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
There was a spider on my finger.
Just right now.
Yeah.
Ooh.
It was a big one, but whatever. Anyway,
It's a whole tarantula.
They're gonna bite you.
Anyway, next one. It was called Steel Hunters.
Steel Hunter.
Right now, it's in
Yeah.
PC beta.
Yeah, the mech.
Yeah, it was like weird. It was like Transformers, but like not.
But,
When I saw it, I got excited for a second because I thought, oh my god, Titanfall.
Yeah, it looks. Here's the thing. It looked like I'm a sucker for mechas. Like not Gundam, but just like in general, like mechas. So you tell me I can play as like a giant like robot like animal or like,
Yeah, dude.
just
I
like a
saw-
robot
I'm like,
thing.
oh my god.
Like I will instantly. Do
I thought
it.
it was gonna be some type of mech warrior or mech assault thing again. I got kind of happy, but hey, it's a new game. Looks fun. It has
Yeah.
great graphics.
Yeah.
Yeah. The trailer was cool.
I
I don't
think-
think
I
they didn't
think
show any
they-
gameplay though,
I
did
think
they?
they-
They should have.
Yeah,
little bit.
yeah,
They
yeah.
should have a
They
little bit.
should have been.
Yeah.
Which I'm like, hey, I want to play as a giant robot that can move like a person.
Yeah.
Like,
Not a giant robot that's
yeah,
just
that's doom,
Yeah, turn- yeah.
No. I want to fly across and scare people as a giant leopard or
cool.
tiger.
Yeah.
That one
Whatever.
I'm probably gonna try.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
you basically want the movement like that they show in like Transformers.
Yeah.
But
Oh,
like,
yeah.
but like in the game.
Or like Titanfall.
Titanfall.
Yeah.
Dude. Oh
God,
my
love
god.
Titanfall. You play Titanfall too?
Oh my god.
Okay.
The only reason I don't is for some reason it wigs out when I play it on my Xbox. I'm like, no. But yeah. Yeah. I think there was another mecha game. Wasn't
while
there?
they-
There was a few. There was actually a lot of mecha games that
So
they were
there's
showing
they're
off.
going on. They have a playtest going on right now. From
Yeah, they're in beta.
Oh, it's
Oh,
PC
cool.
beta.
Yep.
No.
Yeah, unfortunately, it's
Dang.
gonna be one of those things where it's probably gonna be on PC first before it gets to
Oh
console.
yeah, probably.
Which is just, I mean, that's just the norm, right?
Real
that's just a thing
sad
that's gonna,
moments.
That's just gonna, a thing that happens.
What you got next?
I don't remember it, but I did take a screenshot, so it means that it caught my interest. It's called Black Forest: The Long Dark 2,
Oh, that's right.
but I don't remember.
Another one I didn't see.
Yeah.
But apparently, here's the thing: I took a screenshot of it, so clearly it caught my eye.
it looked good. It looked good.
Yeah. So I'm gonna we're gonna take a little quick look ski
Yeah.
at what the game.
Black Forest, The Long Dark 2.
Was there a long dark one?
I think so.
Probably.
But it was like a 3D. It was a first person. I'm pretty sure.
And it's on Steam. Oh yeah. I mean, it's PC.
I might be completely wrong though. But I remember for some reason I remember the name The Long Dark.
Oops.
Oh.
Play.
Yeah. So for all those people that are just listening.
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't
here's
have
the
to-
thing, nothing
yeah.
really happens in the trailer. Like I'm just
Yeah.
gonna be honest.
Yeah. I'm
Yeah.
just
But
zipping through it just to get like a little.
looks cool.
It looks very nice.
For all those only listening, we are currently watching
They can probably hear it a little
Yeah,
bit in the background. But yeah.
Yeah, I don't know why John decided to put the
a
volume
cool
on.
little,
I just was checking it out. Yeah.
cool little trailer.
Anyways, it looks nice. Looks like it might be fun.
Yeah.
I don't know what it's about.
Looks pretty good.
It definitely looks like post-apocalyptic.
It's post-apocalyptic.
So
Just people surviving.
Cool.
Yeah.
Oh, how to survive the quiet apocalypse. That sounds.
Oh, it's in
kinda
the
fun.
synopsis. Yeah.
That kind of sounds
yeah.
kind of fun.
Yeah.
yeah, I'll probably check it out.
Cool. Same.
Unless it doesn't come to console, then I'm probably not gonna check it out.
Probably it might not. Who knows?
But I don't know. We'll see. Now I'm assuming
Yeah.
that because I took a screenshot of the fact that Borderlands was on sale, so I'm assuming the next thing was Borderlands 4. So I'll let Vic take this because Vic is the resident Borderlands fan. So I just want Vic's take on what the Borderlands was
It
offering.
looked fine, but there was one thing
What
that
part?
a lot of people were complaining at. Well, that were kind of. I guess I guess I'll just say complaining because there's no other word that comes to mind. Was the vault hunters that you can play as in this game look bland.
Okay, I can see that.
Yeah, and people are like, "Wow, you got like all these cool designs you have from Borderlands, and you're choosing these guys." Which I'm fine with it because most of the time you're not really even watching them, right? You're first person, you don't really see them, but they do look kind of,
Yeah.
Yeah.
which it just came out, so that they might, if their personalities are cool, then they're cool. But I mean,
I saw the trailer. It looks like another Borderlands.
yeah,
game.
it's classic Borderlands.
I mean, that was my takeaway. I was like, yeah, this looks like a Borderlands.
It's Borderlands. Borderlands. Although, with this one, it kind of seems like there's this thing kind of taking over control of all of the psychos, which I'm kind of.
Yeah, that was kind of cool. Though.
Yeah, I was like.
Looks like there's gonna be like a
whoa.
war or something. That's interesting.
That's cool.
Again, I've never played Borderlands.
Yeah.
I was almost thinking about buying them when they were on sale because they were doing like that Pandora's box thing
Mhm.
where they give you like all the games and it was like $30. I was like, that's a good deal.
That's great.
I didn't do it, but granted, they do it once, they're gonna do it again.
Yeah.
So I'll probably buy it then.
Every few years, there's always a sale. Be
yeah.
like,
Yeah. Well, specifically that one's for Black Friday. Well, yeah. I don't know. I'm probably not gonna play it just because I haven't played the other ones.
I mean, that's fine.
But Pick will probably play it. He'll tell me how it is.
I'ma play it.
Yeah. Yeah, because Vic was I think Vic's the only one who's like tried to get me to play it because he bought me Tiny Tina's when it came out.
Yeah.
Because that was one of those games we were going to play together.
Yeah.
And
And
I
we
think-
were D&D buddies, so I'm like, hey, this is kind of adjacent to
Yeah,
that.
it was like it was. Here's the thing, it was fun for what it was. We just never continued it.
Josh.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my
Josh.
god.
Somebody.
Anyway.
Yeah. Anyways.
Anyway, next thing. This wasn't a game reveal. This is actually like a DLC thing that was revealed. They're putting Clive from Final Fantasy 16
That's
in
right.
Tekken 8.
To Tekken 8.
I thought that was pretty cool.
That was
Like that's not a big thing or
that's
anything.
hilarious.
But like they showed him off and they showed like his moveset and stuff. And I was like, he looks pretty cool. I bet I have to play Tekken 8.
Yeah.
Like,
They immediately caught you.
yeah.
It was all right.
John, I just don't think you like Tekken.
You just don't like Tekken.
No, I played Tekken for years. That's the thing. It's Tekken. That's Tekken 8. Everybody was like, "Ooh, Tekken 8." Oh, okay. It's like Tekken 7.
And we'll go more into that once we get to the actual awards.
Yeah, I have
because
stuff to say
spoilers,
about that.
Tekken
Yeah.
8 won.
Anyways.
Tekken 8 won.
Right.
Yep.
But after Tekken 8, the next thing I took a screenshot of was Splitgate 2. And I was under the impression this game was canceled. I thought Splitgate 2 got canceled. Apparently it didn't. And it is going to be coming out sometime in 2025. You can wish list it now. I like the idea of this game. Where it's basically like Portal 2, but it's a shooter.
guns?
Yeah, with guns,
Yeah.
essentially. And clearly it was good enough to warrant a sequel. Because it's the second one. I will definitely be trying this when it comes out. I like the idea. I love the concept.
Yeah.
And the trailer definitely made it look a lot more interesting than I think it just comes off.
Yeah.
Because like when you say Portal with guns, it's just like, I don't know, it's kind of lame. Because Portal is more of like a puzzle game,
Yep.
and then just adding guns is just like pew pew.
Do-do-do.
Like there ain't much you can do with it. But like in the trailer, they actually show off like use cases of like using it to like your advantage and stuff like that. I was like, oh, this is pretty interesting. Like I said, I'm gonna check it out. So
Sure.
I don't know. Anyway, next it was the second mecha game, at least that I took a screenshot of, Mecha Break. This game also looks really good. I'm a sucker for mechas, dude. Like you get
Mecha
big robots. Like, and maybe that's because I was a big Power Rangers fan. So I doing the big giant robots fighting
giant
thing.
robots fighting. Yeah.
It kind of gets me.
Hey, you're not the only one. I love that. I think it was 2 words, wasn't it?
Yeah, Mecha Break.
Yeah, let's make a break.
Oh, hey, there's an ad.
I
Nice.
love ads, huh?
Yeah,
Keep going, keep going.
wish we had ads on this podcast.
Hey, we
One
can put
day,
ads on it, yeah.
one day.
Soon.
Ooh.
All right, so
This
for
is the
people,
one that I thought, might be for anyone
It kinda-
Oh.
we're listening. So yeah,
Yeah, it kind of gives off a Armored Core.
Oh
very
my- yeah,
Armored Core,
very Armored Core.
Gundam-y. Hey, this looks
Oh.
really good. I didn't see this one.
Hey, you can call this Gundam, and I'd be like, yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, it basically is,
Yeah,
right?
it's Gundam.
Like again, you guys can't see it, but you can look it up.
This-
It's on YouTube.
Looks hectic.
Hey, they
I
got a
love
PvP
it.
mode. Yeah,
See,
pretty cool.
See, that was one of my concerns though. It looks sometimes too busy, which could be like its own like detrimental thing.
I love that.
Um,
I love that.
no, but I can see people getting turned off by that. Where like there's just too much going on
they
the
got
screen.
boss
Sure.
fights too. Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, this game is definitely going to be.
Yeah,
I'm definitely gonna try this
Yeah.
out.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm surprised, John, you didn't see this.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I did not see that one at all. I'm telling you, I
To be fair,
I skimmed the awards.
Yeah, you were just skimming through it.
Yeah, I watched it live. I watched it as it was happening because I needed to take notes.
I watched it late, so I was watching it at 2 times speed.
Because I told
it'll
him
be
to.
available
Told
in
me to
2025
Yeah, he
on
bullied me into
Xbox.
watching it.
It's gonna be one of those things where it's only on. It's got. Do I have to pull up my Xbox for that? That's cringe.
Oh, it's on Xbox. Heck yeah!
Look, I have an Xbox, but I don't like busting it out for like one case game.
It'll be a 6v6 mode, 3v3 arena mode, and a 60-player PvE. That sounds really
That's
fun.
amazing, dude.
That sounds really fun. Yeah.
all right.
On at a later date on PlayStation 5. Okay, there you go.
Oh, okay.
See, okay. See,
Yeah.
I can wait.
Oh, so it'll be
Anyway.
on PC and Xbox in 2025, then later date PlayStation. Okay,
Yeah, it's probably just a timed exclusive.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Like,
Hey, that's
Hey, whatever. Looks good.
cool.
Nice.
We should definitely play it.
Yeah.
yeah,
We're
I think that's something we
absolutely.
can
yeah. We'll definitely test it out.
Play this.
Maybe we'll give a review.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll give reviews of all these games. Probably
Yep,
not.
we'll see. Yeah.
Anyway, next thing,
Depends.
Virtua Fighter. They're having their little Virtua Fighter Direct,
Yeah.
which has already happened at the time of this recording. It was on December 13th, so it's already happened. So maybe they announced some cool stuff. They definitely, I think, announced that they're going to be doing a game or something. I think because
Are they? For?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Again, I don't know. I didn't watch it.
Well, it's
Well, I mean, it's Virtual Fighter. I don't.
Yeah.
Y'all
I'm
play
assuming.
Virtua
I'm
Fighter?
assuming it was a new game. Again, I took a screenshot of the actual. Yeah, there's a new Virtua Fighter project. There you go.
Oh, okay.
Because they did show gameplay of the game, not like super in depth, but it looked. I hate to say this, it looked like a fighting game. Like.
Well, no, it is a fighting. Have you
Yeah,
ever played
I
Virtual
know,
Fighter?
No, I know what it
Yeah,
is.
yeah.
Like I'm just saying, it just looked like a fighting game. Like.
like any old.
Yeah, kind of. You show that to
There was
anybody,
a-
they'll probably just think it's Tekken. Like.
Oh, that's true. And it's made by Sega too, so Virtua
Yeah,
Fighter
the
is
actual
awesome.
the actual
Yeah.
like combat, John, is at the very end.
Yeah.
You don't need to watch any of this.
Yeah, that's fine. You're good.
So it's literally
Yeah,
just
listen
it's
to me.
literally just that.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Whoa.
So looking like Virtua Fighter, just better graphics, updated, modern.
Which hey,
probably
I'm not
play
mad.
it.
I'm
Yeah.
not
Yeah.
mad with that.
Always been a big fighting fan. I like Virtua Fighter.
Virtua Fighter. Has it always been Virtua Fighter?
Virtua Fighter, yeah.
Okay, because I always thought it was Virtual Fighter.
Yeah. Virtua
Like with
Fighter.
an L at the
Yeah.
end.
Yeah, I got you.
All right, next thing was Project Century, as just a temporary name
Yeah.
for this game, being made by the people who do Like a Dragon.
See,
Yakuza.
It looked very.
Well, here's the
similar
thing.
to
I
that.
think this is going to be the replacement for Like a Dragon because ever since they changed it to Like a Dragon, the gameplay changed. So
Yeah.
it's not like that beat 'em up style like the Yakuza series
Mhm,
was.
mhm.
Apparently now it's more of like an RPG, like actual like traditional like RPG style of game. From what I've been told, I haven't actually played. It's not my cup of tea.
Ooh, I can play it.
So I'm assuming whatever this new game is going to be the replacement to.
It was just a cinematic for it, right?
Yeah,
'Cause I only saw
there was
part of
no
it.
gameplay. I think it's supposed to be coming out in 2025.
Yeah.
A lot of these games are slated for 2025. 2025? We're
Gonna be
eating
busy.
good. We're
It's
eating
gonna-
good.
It's gonna be
Like,
busy.
Yeah, there's gonna be a lot of stuff. We're eating good. But yeah, it's just it's whatever they're doing. Is it? I don't think there's a. Yakuza Like a Dragon dev. No, it's Project Century, and I think that's all we know at the moment. It takes place in 1915, so it's definitely gonna be like one of those like.
Which I kind of like.
What?
That it's gonna be.
Oh, yeah.
about 100 minutes,
Yeah.
I always like stories that kind of take place,
In the past,
in the past. It's just you can do a lot more.
you're not tied down to like stuff that's currently being in.
Yeah,
happening.
it's like this takes place in the future with like. I don't know. There's like a bunch of flying cars, and it's like, is there really gonna be? But back then, it's like we know exactly what happened back then, so you can kind of play with it. And I just really like stories like that.
That's cool.
Anyway, next thing, Turok Origins, the first Turok game in I forget how many years.
No,
No, it's been longer than
it's been longer
It's
than
been longer than that. I
that.
think.
18 years, 20?
Yeah.
19 years.
No, okay, it hasn't been that long.
It's been pretty long.
It's been long, but I don't think it's been like 20 plus years.
Dudak.
Yeah, 2008.
2008.
So that's
Dang.
15,
14 years?
14.
I don't know.
Math
What?
is hard. Hold on.
16 years.
16 years. There you go.
Yeah. Something like that. I said we said a lot of dates, okay?
It's about to be 17.
yeah, almost
But
17.
16. Let's say 16. Let's say 16.
Anyway, this is a big deal.
Yeah, it's,
Or what I've been told, it's a big. I've never played Turok.
I've never played Turok.
But I understand its importance in terms of like gaming.
yeah.
Oh.
A lot of people were really excited about this. Granted, I thought it looked really good.
Yeah.
It's oh, my nose, kind of stuffy. Anyway, there's some dinosaur elements, as well as I thought the combat kind of looked good. Again, it was mostly a cinematic. Actually, John, can you pull it up?
Yeah, I want to watch this because.
It was mostly a cinematic. I don't. There's not.
Oh, yeah, it just looked cool.
Yeah, Origins, right?
Yeah. And then just skip ahead a little bit.
Yeah.
Oh, it says it's like a minute.
Yeah, but John's gonna,
Yeah, we know him.
Yeah, whatever. Can scoot up a lot. Yeah. A lot of fighting, dinosaurs.
Yeah.
Graphics look good.
Yeah, but it's a cinematic again.
Yeah.
You can't judge things based on the cinematic.
Whatever. Graphics still look good.
I mean, it's probably gonna look better.
If these are some of the cutscenes, hey, I'm all for it. That's pretty nice.
Hey, if it's better than the one in 2008,
Look,
a
unless
win.
in the bottom corner it says, "Hey, we spliced gameplay footage with cinematics," then you can like be like, "Okay, yeah," but like, I'm
well, the
pretty sure this
original
is just-
Turok was fun, so that I never played.
Yeah, this is the
Turok
actual game.
2.
See, this is the actual gameplay.
see, it looks.
This looks good.
It looks good.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this is what the actual game looks like. Again, sorry for you guys. You guys can't see it.
Yeah.
But again, just look it up.
Oh, yeah.
We're just looking up stuff as like reference.
Yeah.
Because
Oh,
the Game
yeah.
Awards did happen
Turok
like
looks
4
good.
days ago,
4 days ago. Yep.
and we forget. Anyway,
That's
yeah,
true.
Turok looks cool. Maybe I'll play it. All right, next up, Helldivers 2 getting its major update,
Yes.
Omens of Tyranny.
Yeah.
For me personally, I've been waiting for like a big thing to happen in Helldivers because a lot of it's been like, oh, do stuff for super protect super, go to like the same like few places, fight the same few things. I feel like there hasn't been like a major update for a while now. So now that there is this major update, because I believe it's already released,
Yeah.
I feel more inclined to want to go back and play it.
It's like
It
Squid
is on
People.
PC, right?
Yeah, it's like it looks like Squid. I don't know if it's Squid People, but
Squid
it's definitely like zombie-ish type
Yeah.
things.
Yeah.
It is on PC, right?
Yeah, PC.
Yeah, PC.
Okay. Oh, no, I'm just asking.
Yeah.
Yeah, PC and PlayStation.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's probably where it's going to stay. I don't think they're going to fight Xbox for this.
Nope.
I'm gonna try it next.
Granted, I think it's only
Give
PlayStation.
back to the play.
Anyway, but yeah,
Well, I want to give it a try. I've never played Helldivers, so I'm like,
it's fun. I like it.
Yeah.
Like I said, I thought it was multiplayer game of the year. I don't think that's what we picked. Again, we'll get into it when we get to it. But yeah, Helldivers 2: Omens of Tyranny looks really good. I'm gonna pick up Helldivers again. Probably,
Cool.
maybe not. I don't know.
Nice.
I don't know. I have a lot of stuff to play. I know we talked about Marvel Rivals, and it's not like consuming my life. I still have the balance, but like
Sure.
it's hard to balance like multiple games. Because like I have to balance the
Yeah.
Marvel Rivals with my Overwatch.
And this guy with Maple Story.
Yeah, Maple Story and John.
it's a whole nother, yeah.
Anyway, next up, Warframe 1999.
Oh yeah.
That was okay. It looked like Warframe.
Yeah, there's.
It's another Warframe.
Yeah.
thing.
Granted, there's gonna be that's gonna happen sometimes, right? It's like it's just gonna be like, hey, the next thing, like, it's kind of like clockwork. It's like, hey,
Yeah.
hey, it's that time of the year.
Hey.
It was an okay game, and this one looked like it's gonna be an okay game. So whatever. I wasn't too thrilled with it.
To be fair, we also don't really play Warframe, so.
Yeah. All right. After that, I took a screenshot of Onimusha: Way of the Sword.
Yes, God, I can't wait for that game.
You want to elaborate on that?
No, I just can't wait for the game. It's been a long time since I played it. I played the original. I played Onimusha when it came out, and it was really fun. And
I've never played Onimusha.
it was good.
It was good?
Yeah, it's. I don't know, just one of those games I can go back to and play every once in a while. And when they showed this trailer and the red orb started popping up, I was like, oh, I know what the fuck. I know what
Nice.
this is.
Nice.
And so I was like, oh, it's kind of cool. I didn't even know they were making a new what's it called? A Way of the
With the sword.
Way of the Sword. Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't even know they were making a new game. So the trailer looked good. I mean, it was all cinematics, but yeah, I don't know. I'm excited to play it. Maybe I'll talk about it later once it comes out.
Yeah, I've never played it, so like, I don't have any like attachment to it.
Yeah.
Other than again, just watching the trailer.
It looked cool.
Yeah, it looked cool. And that's the thing, right? Most of the time, all these trailers, all they really have to do is hook you in, like
Yeah.
just to, like have some sort of interest in
Hype
intrigue.
you up.
And then obviously once the actual like they show like more gameplay, then that's I guess more of a deciding factor. But these are literally just like hooks to like get you in and just see if you stay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And right now, they have me hooked. So that's all that they really
They're-
needed
they're
to do.
doing what they need to do.
What else you got?
We got the first Berserker, Kazan. I think it's Kazan. Khazan. Kazan.
That's another one. That's one of the ones I didn't see.
Yeah, I don't remember this one. I just remember it looked kind of cool. And again, that's all it really needs to do. It just needs to look kind of cool.
Oh. Cool. I'm just gonna click through real quick and see what it looks like. Did you get any idea of like what kind of game it is?
I don't know.
Hack and slash, maybe.
I don't know. Again, I don't know if this is like from a series or not. I'm not too familiar. Again, it's a cinematic, so
Oh,
like,
yeah,
it doesn't really
yeah.
show you anything.
I mean, and like
Other
yeah,
than,
like
like,
you said
it
earlier,
looking
yeah,
cool.
cinematics can look wonderful, and the game comes out and it's like, what game is
It's
this?
an RTS.
Yeah. You're playing Ebony.
Yeah.
those are like mobile game ads that trick you.
Yeah.
Oh,
exactly.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah, maybe it looks like a hack and slash a little bit. Adventure.
It'd be cool.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
I wouldn't mind if it's a roguelike.
Maybe. Yeah.
That'd be cool.
I don't know. If you guys know,
Looks
let us,
right.
let us
Yeah.
know in the comments.
Yes.
Next up, we got Dying Light Beast or The Beast,
Oh.
Yeah.
which I don't know. This is a DLC for Dying Light, or this
That's
is.
probably-
I think it's a whole new. I think it's a whole new
I
game.
think it's a whole new game.
I think it's a whole new game.
It might be because if it was a DLC, it'd be like Dying Light 2.
Yeah, Dying Light 2. Yeah, so Dying Light The Beast. I don't know if they actually showed gameplay because I just have a screenshot of like the thing that they showed. So I don't know if there's like an actual trailer.
Announcement trailer?
Was that it?
Oh, it might be.
Meet the Baron.
Oh yeah, so it's a whole bunch of little games. It's probably what's gonna be end game.
Yeah, cinematic.
Just looking for. Gross. Oh,
Yeah, there we
So
go.
we got some zombies,
Yeah, yeah.
flamethrowers.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like Dying Light.
Like Dying Light, yeah.
yeah, run around more, kill zombies. Yeah,
Actually, I like how that looks though. The little dark, like complete
Yeah.
darkness with the
Mhm.
light. That actually looks like you would be outside.
yeah.
Again, you guys can't see it, but
And
like,
then, of course, you got the parkour,
Oops.
yeah,
obviously.
the staple of Dying Light.
Staple, yeah.
I don't know that. I'm gonna be honest. That it's fine. It looked
Yeah.
cool enough again, but it looks like Dying Light. Like if you didn't tell me the title, like I'd probably just
Think
looks
it's
like,
yeah.
it looks
an
like Dying
addition
Light
or
2.
DLC
Yeah, it
or
looks like
something.
Dying Light 2. All right. Next up, so I think this is actually DLC to like a game. So I think the game is called Hunt Showdown 1896, but they showed off Post Malone's Murder Circus or Murder Circus. So I think he's gonna have a game mode in this game, and he's in the game. Post Malone's in the game. He's playing like a killer clown.
1896.
Yeah.
Whoa.
So I think this is. I think that that's it.
Yep, right there.
Oh.
That like. Yeah, so I'm assuming So the game is actually Hunt
Oh.
Showdown 1896, and I believe this
Oh,
is
he's
just Post Malone's
He's like ringmaster.
basically.
That's probably he's probably at one location in the game or something.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well, no, I think it's like one of those like games where you play with multiple people, kind of like what's a big
Dead by
one?
Daylight.
Yeah, basically like Dead by Daylight. I could be wrong. I don't know.
Ooh, cool ad.
I'm just gonna be real. It didn't seem like a game that I would play. Like,
same.
I think it's cool that Post Malone's in it. I like Post Malone as a musician.
But yeah, more cinematics, more.
Hey, it's
no
cool that
gameplay,
he's
yeah.
branching to voice.
Yeah.
acting.
Cool.
That's cool.
That's fine.
Yeah, and that's the thing. I think Post Malone's more willing to take risks like this. I'm not saying this is a risk or anything, but like I think he's more willing to like do these cool things.
Yeah.
You know, he's also a big nerd.
It's
You know,
great.
yeah, he's the guy who bought the One Ring for
Yeah.
Magic. That was pretty cool when that happened. All right, next one, Stage Fright.
Another one I wasn't kind of interested in either. Looked
Yeah,
alright.
yeah. I don't think John likes these split like view games.
No.
At all because
It's because he doesn't do well with teamwork.
yeah, and this is by the people who made Overcooked, which I thought was really cool.
Yeah.
It doesn't give Overcooked vibes. It's a completely different game.
Which
But
great.
but again, I like the idea of like, hey, there's like split types of like things. Like one character's in like this type of world, another character's in like a different type of world. I thought like the little, it wasn't really a performance, but like they did like a live action thing during the awards that I thought was pretty cute. I don't know if I'd play it though, like
Yeah.
at least not by myself. Granted, I don't know if you can just play it by yourself. Like I said, there's like the two. I'm assuming you're gonna have to play with somebody.
If it's
I mean, if it's anything like It Takes Two,
then you can't play.
yeah,
it by
you're not
yourself,
gonna be able to play it by yourself.
which is a shame.
I mean, granted, that's the whole thing, right? So you have
Yeah,
to, you have
yeah,
to
which
play it.
you know.
But yeah, Stage Fright. I thought it looked good. John clearly doesn't like it.
He
But that's
doesn't
just
like
who
people.
John.
That's why.
But that's just who John is. Anyway, next up, Game of Thrones, King's Road. It looked like Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
I'm excited for this one.
I don't think this is the one that I saw. What is it?
See, I don't know. It looked like
Okay, I don't know what it's gonna be about.
Well, is it like what genre of game is it?
it looks like it's just gonna be an action adventure game.
Yeah.
like a generic action adventure with
Okay.
like Game of Thrones codepate on it. Like
It looks like it's gonna have characters from the show.
Okay.
at least I think. I don't know. The only character I recognize
Well, I
is
mean,
Jon Snow.
characters from the books, but you know what I mean.
Jon
Like, it looks
Snow.
like it has a couple of characters that look like from the show,
Net
you know?
Marvel.
And probably some new characters. I
Yeah,
mean, it looks
just skip forward. Just
for
like
sure,
like
for
this
sure.
is like
riding horses, going to the wall.
fires, wolves.
Oh, dire wolves.
Yeah, showing the wars.
Yeah, it looks like
It reminds
I-
me. It reminds me of very like kind of
You know,
a little more story driven, but like
I
Shadows
would-
of Mordor, sort of.
I wouldn't mind a Witcher-esque Game of Thrones.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah,
Right.
That's,
That'd
I'm
be-
gonna
that's
check
probably
it
what
out.
this is going to
Yeah.
be.
You get to fight the White Walkers. That'd be pretty awesome.
Now, I'm not a Game of Thrones fan, so like this doesn't do anything for me. Like,
Yeah, it's
I'm,
cool.
Like,
It's cool.
I've never seen the show.
I
Oh, wait,
wouldn't mind.
do they have giants?
Because
Oh, that's
to
gonna
be
be
fair,
freaking awesome.
the story of Ice and Fire, which is what the books are called,
Yeah.
very, very, very expansive world.
Yeah, yeah.
Cool.
I thought it was an expensive world. I was like, yeah, probably.
Expansive.
Expensive.
I was like, yeah, it probably costs a couple millions of dollars. Yeah.
But,
HBO could
I
never.
wouldn't
Never
mind.
mind.
I wouldn't mind seeing that.
All right. Next up, we had Double Dragon Revive, which I believe is the
Another one.
next installment of Double Dragon.
Double Dragon. Yeah.
Which that's pretty cool. If you're a Double Dragon fan,
Cool.
I'm not. I've never really played the games, but again, it's
Beat
one of
'em
those
up.
game. Yeah, it's one of those games that like you
Go through the
always
levels.
hear about Double Dragon. People like Double Dragon.
Yeah.
So people getting more Double Dragon, I think, is inherently a good thing.
Yeah.
I think people should get more of the things that they want.
It's just a good
It's like
formula.
the style of Ninja Turtles. You kill some enemies, move
Yeah.
on to the next stage.
Yeah. On the stage, yeah.
Again, I don't know if I'll play it.
I mean, hey.
I don't know if I'm gonna play it. But like,
Yeah.
it's cool that
Yeah.
someone's gonna play it, and that somebody's gonna be real happy.
Yep.
Unless the game is trash, then they'll probably be really sad.
I mean,
be
if it's
really
bad,
sad.
then we'll definitely hear about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I took it. I don't know
We'll
why I took
talk
a
about
screenshot
that
of this.
later.
I don't even like the anime that much. It was Solo Leveling Arise, just announcing that their new episode is coming soon.
The new season is coming soon.
Hey, look at
That's what it
that.
was naming for. That's what it was announcement for.
No, it's for a game.
It's for that.
The mobile game.
Yes,
Oh, for the mobile game.
yeah, John. Nobody gives two
Yeah.
shits about.
Why did you say?
Yeah, you said the first.
You said
Yeah,
the
Solo Leveling Arise. A new episode is coming soon. A new
Sorry,
episode
sorry.
in the game.
Yeah, yeah. see-
Oh, okay.
yeah. I just heard episode.
Yeah,
I
I
was
was,
like, a new episode. Kind
I
of
was
confused
like-
me. Sorry,
I
my
was like,
bad.
wow, they announced the mobile game and they're
And
announcing
the new
season
episode,
2?
yeah, yeah.
That's great.
That's crazy.
Well, season 2's already been announced.
Yeah, I know. I know. I can't
Here's the
wait
thing.
for it.
I don't really care for Solo Leveling. Like, I don't think that's a hot take. Maybe it is.
I don't know.
I thought it was fine for what it was.
Yeah.
I definitely think the Arise scene is overrated.
Totally not overrated.
It's-
If you've read the original, if you read the webtoon, it's totally not overrated.
It's overrated. That's my hot take. There you go. You get one. You get one of those. You get one of those from me. That's my hot take for the
No,
episode.
the anime's gonna be
Oh.
freaking amazing.
To be fair, you have a few of those.
Yeah, but we'll get. We're gonna have to get like 2 years in before I get my actual hot take on one of them. Next up. Sorry, that really got me. Yeah, if we ever do an anime episode, like I'll probably still want to talk about it there, but like I don't know. Again, I'm getting off topic. I don't know. It's just that's a little was fine. Like, granted, I'm not a big fan of like isekais. Which, granted, this is like the reverse. It's not really an isekai,
No,
but it's like
he's
you.
part of that world.
Yeah, it's part of the world, but like they go into like a different world, but like they come back. I don't know. I just don't care. Like it's not a thing that I'm interested in. That's just me. Again, I'm not gonna get into it. Let's see what was next. I don't even remember what this was.
What you doing?
Yeah, John hates us. That's why he's off camera now. He didn't like my take on Solo.
Yeah, he had to leave.
Yeah, he was like, I'm done.
For all the podcast listeners,
Yeah, John's off screen fixing some stuff.
John didn't like that hot take, so he left us.
Yeah.
He says he doesn't
Yeah,
like
John, well, John's a big fan of isekais, so like any take that I have of isekai is gonna be hot take to John.
Cut. We're back.
And we're back from that cut. Hopefully it was good. I didn't do it. Anyway, what were we talking about? Oh yeah, by really crappy Solo Leveling take. Anyway, I'm gonna skip this one. I didn't know what it was talking about. It's called Screamer. It's coming out in 2026. I don't know what it's about. I don't remember what it's about, but I'll just go on to the next important news, which was The Last of Us Part 2 is coming to PC.
Oh,
And
yeah.
I just inherently think that's a little bit bigger than whatever Screamer was. No offense to Screamer. I'm sure the game was good.
For any Screamer fans, we are sorry.
Yeah.
But Last of Us is just objectively better.
It is. That's not even a,
Yeah.
it's better. It's better than Screamer. It's better than Solo Leveling.
That's remains to be seen, but okay.
No, I just wanted to do a controversial. Like,
Yeah,
little
yeah,
thing.
I gotcha.
That's a little haha joke for me. But it's cool that's coming to PC. You know,
Yeah.
obviously.
I mean,
you
it's
know,
already out, but whatever. It's coming to PC now, so.
Yeah. It's out. It's coming to PC. Again, Sony's doing the whole thing where they're putting all their stuff on PC. I think it's cool. I think it's fine. Whatever.
Mhm.
Not that big of news, but it is what it is. Again, I don't remember what this one is called. Den of Wolves. I don't remember what it was about. So I'm actually going to talk about this one because this one actually stumped me and I actually was sad about it.
What?
So they showed this trailer and it was for a new Sonic racing game. But they only they showed pictures of a car, and the pictures of the car made me think that it was the Mach 5 from Speed Racer. So I'm thinking we're getting a Speed Racer game. And then out of nowhere,
Totally
Shadow
not.
walks in,
Yeah.
and I'm like, oh, we're getting a Sonic racing game. Because it looks like the Mach 5. Like, it actually, and I
It
showed
does.
it to John,
It does.
and it looked like the Mach 5. I was like, you cannot tell me this isn't a Speed Racer game. Yeah, this
Yep.
is Sonic Racing Crossworlds. I don't know if I'm going to play it.
What
Probably won't.
What if?
What if they put Speed Racer in
Yeah.
the game? No.
No.
Not even that. Not even that. I don't think it would happen. I don't think Speed Racer is as relevant as it was.
Now, don't get me wrong. If they came out with a Speed Racer game, that would be pretty awesome.
Yeah.
But
Because Vic, have you ever seen the Mach 5? Do you know what the Mach 5 looks like? Like, have you ever seen
The
Speed
white
Racer
one,
movie?
right?
Yeah.
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 Has the big M on it.
Yeah.
yeah.
Like, I'm gonna show you the photos that I took screenshots of.
Oh yeah, that looks.
That looks like the Mach 5.
So much
right?
like it,
That
yeah.
looks like that. It looks like that.
Yeah.
Again, you guys.
From the side shot.
Again,
Yeah.
we'll put. I don't know if we'll put a photo right here, but
Yeah.
but like it looks like the Mach 5, and yeah, they did like a little side profile
You'll
shot.
put up both photos.
Dude, I
yeah,
would-
John. Here, John, put a screenshot of the actual Mach 5 here,
Yeah.
and then put a screenshot of the photo of the Shadow car here,
Yeah.
and you cannot tell me that one of them they don't look like the Mach 5.
Similar, yeah.
It looks like the Mach 5, and I actually got so triggered that it wasn't a Speed Racer game. Because I love Speed Racer. Speed Racer, the live action movie from like 2008.
Yeah.
That is my guilty pleasure movie. I love that movie. I watched that movie back in like 2014 5 times in a row. Because I was by myself at home. I had nothing better to do. So I decided I'm going to watch Speed Racer.
And only. Speed
And only
Racer.
Speed Racer for the rest of the day. It was like a Sunday like during the summer. And I was like, I'm only watching Speed Racer. And that's what I did. I love that movie. It is I don't know, this is also a hot take. It's one of the best live action anime things I've ever seen. It is so ahead of its time.
Really?
Yes. It is so ahead of its time. That movie is so good. I love it to death. It's on my phone right now. If I wanted to watch it, I could watch it right now.
I don't know. I like Battle Angel Alita.
That's
No, you don't. No, you actually don't. Anyway, moving on, because I don't want to get more heated about Speed Racer. So we have like four more games that I thought were interesting. Mafia: The Old Country,
Well, it's
which
pretty
is
much
like
the rest of the games.
yeah, pretty much the rest of the game.
Yeah,
Anyway, Mafia: The Old Country, a Mafia game. I think it takes place, in the Old Country, before any of like the
It was a cinematic.
yeah, there's not much going on.
Yeah.
Mafia, I like Mafia, but like
Mafia's fine.
I'm not gonna check it out. It's just
It's
not
fine.
There's this game called Dispatch, which this game looked awesome. I actually really like this
It
game.
looked okay.
I think it's just because I think it's a job that I would like to have. Where it's basically this guy, and he's basically in charge of sending superheroes to like places.
Guy in the chair.
Yeah, he's basically a guy in the chair, and he's like walking superheroes through like what's going on. But it's like one of those like kind of like the Telltale series, where like his like dialogue options and stuff, and like stuff you do in the game like affects what's going on, like in the stuff. I didn't actually realize this until after the fact. Apparently, Jacksepticeye and Moist Critical are in the game. They voiced some of the characters.
Ooh.
That's cool.
In fact, Moist Critical is like I think he's in the trailer. He plays the Bat. He plays the Bat, and he's like, "Are you gonna eat those Twinks?" And he's talking about Twinkies. And I was just like I when I first saw the trailer, I was like, I didn't realize it, but then like I saw his stream, and somebody like pointed out, I was like, "Hey, is that you?"
Oh.
And it clearly has like it says the name of the people that are in the game, and I just didn't notice it on the first round. But yeah, that's cool. I will probably actually check this out. I think the game looked really cool. Very simple, not much going on. Definitely gonna check it out. The next game, the last one before the big one, was we're getting an Okami sequel,
Oh.
which is super crazy because I don't even remember when Okami came out. That was like what, mid 2000s
Yeah.
maybe.
Yeah.
So it's been a while. Again, big deal for people who like Okami.
I love Okami.
Yeah, it's a really good game. I think I have it on like 3 different platforms
I
because they just re-released that thing like
need
all the
to
time.
see that trailer.
Well, it wasn't a trailer. I think it literally was just them.
announcement.
It's literally just them. Like it's literally just called Okami sequel. Like it's just in
I
development.
think that's why I missed it.
But anyway, that's cool. I will probably play it when it comes out,
Oh yeah.
whenever it comes out.
Oh yeah.
And honestly, take your time.
Yeah.
No rush. People, we've waited long enough. I think people can wait a little bit.
We can wait.
Anyway, last little thing. This is the last trailer that they showed. Naughty Dog's new game, Intergalactic: The Heretic Prophet. Now, this was the game that we've kind of been mentioning. A lot of people had a problem with it. A lot of people seem to not like the character. Now, I don't know if it's because people don't like how the character actually is. Granted, it was a cinematic trailer. There's not really much to go off of.
Right.
They had like maybe like a split second of gameplay, like literally like maybe like 5 seconds, like less than 5 seconds, a little over 5 seconds. But it seems like a lot of people are just judging the actual character of the game. And I don't remember her name. I don't even know if they said her name.
Yeah, but there was nothing even bad to judge about it. I mean, there was nothing wrong with it.
Yeah, in your eyes, but there's going to be people who don't like strong, powerful female characters that are going to be up in arms about it, John. What about those people, John?
They don't matter.
Yeah, well, here's the thing. It's easy for us to say that, right? Because I think we can all agree stuff like that doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Like, it's one of those things. To me, I don't care who the character is, what they do, you know. Granted, I want the character to be good.
Yeah.
But, like, their, like, sexual preference, their gender
That
identity,
doesn't matter.
none of that matters as long as they're well written.
Yeah.
You know, because it's one of those things where it's like, who really cares?
Yeah.
You know, especially when it's a video game. It's like, it's a fantasy thing. You know,
Is it a PlayStation game only?
well, yeah, it's Naughty Dog.
Oh, okay.
So it's going to be
Naughty
PlayStation.
Dog,
One.
Well, hey, what?
Hey, maybe it'll win Game of the Year next year.
Well, it's not coming out until like 2027 or something. It's going to take
Messing
forever.
around, yeah.
Yeah, you did an eye roll. That was a heavy eye roll.
Thought it was funny.
God, that lost my train of thought.
Well, I mean, it might not be because of that. I mean, one of the biggest characters out there is the main character from Horizon Zero Dawn. I mean,
Yeah, here's the thing. I'm not saying like this is going to be a big deal for most people, but
Right.
like, I just think it's kind of dumb that people are up in arms about it. Because
The
again, it's
trailer
such a
the
such a
trailer
nothing
looked fun
thing.
though. I mean, it looked good. Looked like they put some effort into it. So I mean, I don't see.
Well, yeah,
the
because
whole-
I think it's a mix of cinematics and actual in-game like
Yeah.
stuff. Again, there's not much to go off of. It's literally just a cinematic. I don't actually know if it's going to be a scene from the actual game. That remains to be seen. But I don't know. It looks fine.
Yeah.
I like that it's inspired by like Cowboy Bebop, and it's Akira. It's like the inspiration for
Yeah.
it. Which that's cool.
Which is kind of cool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's cool. Like the kind of like the where things are like it's old, but like they're also kind of like futuristic. Like I don't know, that stuff like that to me is pretty cool.
Yeah.
She has like a little Porsche, like spaceship thing.
Yeah.
That was another thing people were like that there's like blatant like brand integration, but guys, that's gonna happen. It's gonna
Yeah.
like it happens in movies all the time. Like,
Yeah.
like it coming into gaming, like it's I don't know. It's just kind of an
Well, I
inevitability.
mean, not every game has to have unique, brand name things in the game.
Yeah.
Maybe they just didn't want to think of a car name, so they use, hey, let's use Porsche and turn it into a spaceship.
Well, to me, this is no different than like when.
And it looks cool. I mean, whatever. I don't. Who
Like
cares?
I said, to me, this is no different than when like you play, like The Last of Us, and specifically like The Last of Us 2, and when you're out and about and you go into like some random house or something, and you happen to see a PlayStation there, like
Yeah.
or like the things that are like from brands and stuff,
Yeah.
Not everybody's gonna want to create Nuka-Cola, or
Yeah.
like it's
Yeah.
their own like in-game thing. And I'm not saying that's a bad thing. It's this or that. Who really cares? I really don't. Now if like if they just wanted to use Porsche because they just wanted to use Porsche, it's like whatever. Now if Porsche paid to be in the game, like if they're like, hey, we want the Porsche name in the game, then at the same time they paid to be in there. If they're funding money
Yeah.
to put their thing in the game, I think they have the right
More
to be
money
put
to
in the
make
game.
the game
Yeah.
developer do a better job. Spend more time in getting the game done.
Don't
right?
you want animators to get paid?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah, let people get their jobs. like I said,
It's-
I don't think this is as big of a deal as everyone's making it out to be.
No, I don't think.
Like,
I think it's just complaining for the sake of complaining.
well, again, going back to it, it's like I think there's going to be a minority of people that are going to complain just because she's a girl, just because she's a female who's bald, and she's a very sassy character. Like in the trailer, she's very like nonchalant, very like, and I've seen people critique that, where it's like she's like, because she's supposed to be like a bounty hunter, and she's like very like,
Oh no, she's very like Dante.
I guess, yeah.
No.
Anyway. Like I said, they showed like a split second of gameplay. It wasn't much to go off. It's literally her jumping off of a rock and like slashing a robot.
Yeah.
Not much to go off of. We'll have to wait and see more. I don't know when the next time we will see anything regarding this. It's probably gonna be like a year.
Yeah.
Maybe a year and a half before we actually
We'll
see
touch on
anything.
it again.
Yeah. Granted,
see, see what happens.
We'll see what happens. Anyway, that was like the big thing, the last thing that they really showed. Overall, I think in terms of like the stuff that they showed, this was a really good Game Awards. In terms of like the stuff that they showed, because there have been some really mid to bad Game Awards. Like I thought last year's was pretty not great. Granted,
Well,
there
they
was
didn't
some,
have a lot of games coming out that were worth anything. I mean,
yeah, and like the games that like that I thought were cool. I haven't heard about since. Like last year, they showed off this really cool Jurassic Park game,
yeah.
Jurassic Park
I
Survive.
haven't shown anything about it.
Well, apparently the company that was making that is either having trouble with funding or they no longer exist.
Well,
So they're like trying to find people to finish the game, and I hope that game comes out because it looks really cool. like it's a first person like Jurassic Park survival game.
Yeah.
Like it's really cool. Like I really want that game to come out. So like please, I forget the name of the company. So whoever's making the game, just do it.
that's rough.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah, I thought for what it was, this Game Awards in terms of the stuff that they announced, really really good. And enough said about that. Anyway, but now that that's done, we've been talking about this for like an hour now. We'll actually go through the awards and talk about the awards and who won what, and we're gonna go in the order that we did last time of
It's
what we voted on
backwards
and going all the way back into Game of the Year, where we'll have our discussion about that because things happen and some people were upset. Anyway, we're not going to talk about certain things for too long. We'll just speed run through these first three because we got them right. It was very clear we were going to get them right. Best esports team went to T1.
T1.
Best esports athlete went to Faker. Best esports game went to League. I think
All
anybody.
three of those things are not coincidental.
Yeah, I like literally. I don't. It's not one of those things where like you throw a dartboard and you just pick on which one is going to land. It's clear.
Yeah.
It was clear as day who was going to win those.
Yeah.
Like
I mean, we didn't vote for them.
yeah, we did. We voted for all three. We got all three of those right.
Yeah.
Did we?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh no, we got Team Liquid
Yeah,
wrong.
we got Team Liquid. Yeah.
Oh,
because
that's
you
right,
talked us
yeah.
into
You
it.
talked us
Well,
into
hey,
Team Liquid.
sorry. Team Liquid's a better team than T1 just because they have Faker on it. Sorry, my bad.
Which, granted, we
Jesus.
should have picked it because of that.
Because
Yeah,
of that.
because
yeah.
of that. Yeah.
Anyway, moving
And
on.
say who's more relevant now. They said who's a better esports team. Anyways.
Again, another one that we figured was going to be a shoe-in. Content Creator of the Year went to Queso.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Queso.
that was a
Yeah, Queso did. He was live streaming while the awards were going on, and his reaction to like getting the
was
award
hilarious.
is hilarious. It's actually very wholesome
Yeah.
too,
Yeah.
because I think he understands like where he's come from, and just how basically how privileged he is to be in the position that he's in, and he seems very genuine when he talks about stuff like that.
Yeah.
In fact, I think it was earlier today, a clip of like Jacksepticeye talking about Queso and how Queso feels like old YouTube of people like just genuinely wanting to make content, like not necessarily because they're trying to be like because I don't know if we've talked about this, but like there's a lot of people who are on Twitch that are trying to like make the most not absurd content, but like these big events and like these big things, and that's cool to have like these big events and stuff. Obviously the stuff like the chess boxing and events like that. There's a streamer awards now for a reason.
Yeah.
But there is something really cool about people like Queso who are just people live streaming from their bedroom or wherever Queso streams. I don't know. I don't actually watch Queso. I just thought he was going to win. But there is something really genuine about something like people just doing it because they just want to do it.
Yeah, just because they want to do it. Yeah.
Yeah.
And they just happen to have a following, and that's
Yeah.
whatever.
And it seems very organic too. It's not like granted there's a smidge of luck, right?
Yeah.
It's luck that we're hoping to
It
get.
takes a little bit of luck. Yeah. Yeah.
But congratulations to Queso. I hope he has much more success in the future. And if he wants to collaborate, I doubt he would want to collaborate with us, but we would be down. Anyway, next up, most anticipated game. To the shock of nobody, went to Grand Theft Auto 6.
Yep.
Again, shoe in.
Yeah.
Damn, I can't believe Grand Theft Auto 6 won an award before we got
For
Grand Theft
most
Auto 6.
anticipated game.
Dang, I
yeah.
can't believe Grand Theft Auto 6 won an award before Grand Theft Auto 6 came out.
Yeah.
That's funny. Next up, best adaptation went to Fallout, which we voted
Yeah.
for.
Which-
Oh yeah.
This is actually the
That was
first one.
the non-brainer.
Yeah, here's the thing. You say that, but like this was the first one I saw actively on like Twitter of people like being like, I should have went to Arcane. It should like people. This is the first one out of all
Very
the awards
true,
that
very
people
true.
were like
yeah.
up in arms about.
Which makes sense because those were the only two on the list that were very,
And we talked about it for a
Yeah,
little bit,
we
right?
talked
It's we thought, and it seems like the people who are coming to Fallout's defense, share the same sentiment. Arcane's a good show, but it's not representative of League of Legends.
Yeah.
It's just a good show. Now, I would recommend that show to most people.
Yeah.
You know, because again, it's just a good show. You don't really need to know much about League. Yes, they use like character names and stuff like, you know, Vi and Warwick and stuff like that. But like, you don't really need to know that they're from a game to understand that they're.
Well, like if I was someone outside of a game and I watched Fallout, I could be like, and then go and play Fallout and be like, oh, okay, I get it.
Yeah, and that's the thing, right? It's
Very
like
similar.
And if I watch Arcane,
Fallout the show
Yeah.
is a better representation of Fallout the games, whereas Arcane is just a good show. It doesn't really represent.
it's just in
League
that
of Legends.
world of
Yeah.
Yeah. So for the people who
best adaptation. I mean, come on, you know.
for the people who are kind of up in arms about Arcane not winning, you gotta, you know, it's best adaptation.
Yeah.
Not
Yeah.
best show.
If you were to put Arcane next to League of Legends, do they look the same?
Yeah.
I don't.
Like best show derived from a video game or in a video game world. Okay, Arcane probably would have won.
Yeah.
No,
Now,
yeah. Oh,
granted,
yeah.
I think you can't have the debate of what show is better,
Oh yeah.
and
Yeah.
you know. Maybe more people would be inclined to pick Arcane, but I think when you're talking about straight adaptation of what it's supposed to represent, it's Fallout.
Fallout.
No questions asked.
Yeah.
Anyway, after that best multiplayer game, went to Helldivers 2.
That's
No brainer. It's the one I would have.
all the
picked.
rest of them on there are great multiplayer games, but I don't know I think Helldivers was fine.
Yeah. Best sports / racing, again, no
Of course,
brainer.
we knew.
EA Sports
Yeah,
FC 25, again.
Yeah.
FIFA to FC, yeah.
Soccer, football, that's the most popular sport ever.
Yep.
B-
In the
really
world.
big, really big user base. Everyone was going to pick that. No about it. Best sim / strategy game.
I think we kind of just
This is I think the first one where we kind of like we were like actually like okay we didn't pick the right one.
we
We picked Unicorn Overlord because that was kind of the only one we kind of knew.
Yeah, a little bit.
Besides Banner Lords.
Yeah.
But it went to Frostpunk 2.
Yeah, which was kind of weird.
I had never played the game. I don't. Maybe it's good. Heck, maybe we should check it out. I didn't know anything about the game. I didn't want to vote for it. But it won.
Yeah.
Cool for them. You should be proud of yourselves.
yeah. For me, I just grabbed a dart and threw it at a board. I'm
Yeah,
like,
that's literally what it was.
Yeah.
It was we kind of just picked it and we were just like, yep, that sounds right. All right, next up, best family game. We picked Mario Party Jamboree, and it went to Astrobot.
Yeah.
It's
It is what it is.
It is. Here's the thing.
I-
Here's the thing. I didn't go because I don't think Astrobot deserved it. It's just again we were already debating like what does that mean
Yeah.
like family game
Yeah.
because I think we picked Super Mario Jamboree on the premise of you can play that with your family.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Whereas
that's-
Astrobot it is a single player experience that is family friendly. So
Yeah, but they didn't say best family friendly game. They said best family game. So
yeah, but
that's why we.
But
picked Mario Party.
again, that's more so. I think the little blurb that they gave you isn't as descriptive to like let you know like hey what are you actually voting for.
Yeah.
Again, I'm not saying Astrobot didn't deserve to win. Again, we'll get to the big meat and potatoes of it like later.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't really have anything else to say about that.
I mean, it's Astrobot.
All right,
Next one.
best fighting game. We picked Dragon Ball Sparking Zero, and it went to Tekken 8.
Tekken
Um,
8. Damn, I can't believe Tekken 6 won.
Yeah. Can't believe Tekken 3 won. Yeah. Tekken 3 plus 5.
You know, for all we know, it's a good game, but like it's
Yeah.
at the end of the day, it's Tekken. You know,
It's
like,
just,
Tekken.
I mean, of course we haven't played it yet, but like, it's just a flashier. I love Tekken, but it's just a flashier, better graphics version of Tekken 7, which was a better, flashier version of Tekken 6, all the way down to. I mean, if I'm going to be honest, my favorite game ever was Tekken Tag. They had Tekken Bowling. They had a whole bunch of stuff in there. It was a great game, but it's just Tekken. I mean, it's a good fighting game. It's decent. But yeah, I don't know. I was pushing heavy for Sparking Zero because I played it. I don't know. It was fun. I understand it's almost like Tenkaichi, but
yeah, but here's the thing: the Tenkaichi games are good. I'm not
Yeah.
saying Tekken 8's not good. I'm just
no,
saying,
they're good.
Right.
And this was a better version of those. It was really fun.
yeah. I'm not a big fighting game guy, so like I don't have any like hearsay in terms of like what I thought should have won.
Yeah.
Again, congratulations to Tekken 8,
Congratulations.
Bandai Namco. Whether you deserve it or not is not up for us to say.
Yeah.
So we'll leave it at that. Best RPG went to Metaphor, and
Yeah.
Metaphor actually took a lot of awards. Like we'll get to that in a second, but I didn't realize how popular Metaphor was.
I should probably play it.
Yeah, that was the first thing I thought. Was like, man, I should really play it. But like, there's a part of me that like, doesn't want to play it because like this game
You don't
would
like
be
long games.
no, it's not even that. It's that this game would be perfect on my Switch, and it's not on it yet. Like it's only on consoles and PC,
Yeah.
and I don't know. There's something I like having my RPGs on like a portable console.
Mm.
So like I'll probably wait until it's on Switch or the Switch 2 because
Yeah.
that's because that's rumored to
Yeah,
come
yeah.
out. There's been maybe we'll talk about that next time on our next episode. But yeah, Metaphor best RPG, which is kind of crazy because it was going up against Final Fantasy and Elden Ring.
One of the
Elden
best
Ring
Final
duel.
Fantasies
Yeah.
ever. It's crazy.
Again, I haven't played it, but from looking at it, it's a game that I probably would like to play. So we'll probably check it out. I don't know. Maybe we'll play it if you guys would like to see us play it. Let us know.
Ooh.
Best action adventure game went to Astrobot. That's what we voted for. That's what we thought was going to win. Granted, the actual like list of games that it was going up against, it was either going to be Astrobot or Silent Hill probably. Because it was going up against Prince of Persia, Silent Hill 2, Star Wars Outlaws, and Legend of Zelda: Echoes of Wisdom.
Yeah.
So it was kind of a no-brainer that I was going to go to Astrobot.
Yeah.
Let's see. Best action game, Black Myth Wukong.
Yeah.
Again, no-brainer. It was
the games that it was up against. I mean, it just
it was up against Call of Duty, Helldivers 2, Stellar Blade, and Warhammer. The only one it had a chance against was Stellar Blade.
Stellar Blade, yeah.
Let's see. Best VR game went to Batman: Arkham Shadow, which is what we voted for. Again,
Yeah.
it was between that and Asgard's Wrath, and it was literally like, what game would we rather play, Asgard's Wrath or Batman?
Batman,
We
yeah.
unanimously said Batman. Because it's Batman.
Batman.
Right. And then we get to the three.
Yes.
The three where the game won 3 different awards. And I'm going to start with the two before the one that I was going to read. So best indie went to Belantro, which is what we voted for.
Of course.
Best debut indie also went to Belantro, which is what we voted for. But it also won best mobile game.
Yeah.
And we picked Pokemon Trading Card Game Pocket.
because we were thinking about best mobile game and not
Because
best game that could be played on a mobile.
Well, yeah, because it's not a mobile game.
Yeah, it's
like
not a
and I
mobile
stand by that too. It's not a mobile game. Just because you can play it on your mobile phone
Doesn't
does not
make it a mobile game, no.
because you could play the first like 7 or 6 Final Fantasy games on your iPhone or your mobile phone right now. Doesn't make those.
It doesn't make them more.
Yeah, it doesn't make them
Yeah.
a mobile game. You could play
Well,
Monster Hunter. Monster Hunter.
Out of the entire list, it was just Pokemon that was an actual mobile game, right? Everything else can be played on something else. Correct?
Yeah, I think AFK Journey you can play on your PC. I
Okay.
think.
Is Genshin Impact still considered a mobile game?
No.
I would
Is
say-
it?
Yeah, I would say it.
Just
Mhm.
strictly a mobile game?
Not strictly mobile, but like I would still count that as a mobile game.
A mobile game? Okay.
Oh, okay.
Because I feel like most people are playing it on their phone.
Huh.
Really? Think so?
I feel
It's probably not running well, but
yeah. Well, I don't know, man. Like I don't know how big the user base for those types of because I'm not playing those games
true.
because they're gacha games and like
Yeah,
I don't like games where like you inherently have to spend a whole lot of money to get like good characters to like do well in the game.
I was checking out. Yeah.
Cool. Right now he.
But I know you can play it on consoles now,
Yeah.
Yeah,
or at least you can play it on
I
PlayStation.
can technically play it on Xbox.
Yeah, you can play on that.
It's on Game Pass. I can play it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
everywhere but Switch. Granted, it probably wouldn't run really well. on Switch.
wouldn't run.
Anyway, so Bellatro took those 3 awards.
Yeah.
Best community support, we picked Helldivers 2. It went to Baldur's Gate 3.
Yeah.
Which
Which is fine.
We should have.
Yeah.
Yeah, in hindsight, we should have
We should've.
picked Baldur's Gate 3.
Yeah.
But at the same time, and I was telling this to John, when they announced the DLC for Helldivers 2, they brought out a guy who was in character doing it, and there was a part of me that was like, should have won Best Community Support.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because, again, doing stuff like that, I think that's really cool.
But as far as listening to your community and taking into what your players want and like, I mean, I think Baldur's Gate was a better pick. Should have been a better pick.
And granted, after that, Best Ongoing Game went to Helldivers 2,
Yeah.
which, again, in hindsight, maybe we should have picked that. But I think our reasoning was because we picked Final Fantasy 14.
Yeah.
I think we still stand by this. Whenever, well, I don't know. I haven't played the new DLC for Helldivers 2, but whenever Final Fantasy 14 drops a big DLC, it feels like a big deal.
Yeah.
Whereas, like, I feel like Helldivers 2, granted, again, they have since released a giant major update to Helldivers 2, which I don't know, maybe is a really good thing.
Well, and it's been ongoing for so long, so it's just like, okay, best ongoing game. My brain immediately went to Final Fantasy. It's like, okay, Helldivers has only been out for a short period.
It's
so.
been like a year, I think.
Yeah. So yeah. Anyways.
But yeah, I don't know.
Whatever.
Again, I'm not mad
Yeah,
that it
yeah.
won.
Sure,
Helldivers 2, good game.
Hey, congratulations to them.
Okay, so this is after this is where best community support. This is where we go on a string of we got everything wrong.
Yeah.
So best community support we got wrong. Best ongoing game we got wrong. Games for impact. Okay, this was a toss up though because we didn't really know.
I joked about this and it won.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
Neva actually won, and Vic did make the joke of like, hey, let's just pick Neva.
Because we didn't know what it was about. I mean, best.
Granted.
Hey.
Because it won, it's made us want to go and check out the game,
Yeah. Oh yeah.
which inherently is a good thing, right? There's going to be
Yeah.
because I'm sure there's going to be other people who are like us who didn't know what Neva
I'm
was.
like, what the heck is Neva?
Yeah, and they're going to go and check it out, which inherently is a good thing. We just picked Life is Strange because it's one of those recognizable names that we knew.
Yeah.
And whenever people talk about that, it's just a
Like,
thing.
I'm really connect with the characters.
Yeah.
and-
So we didn't
alright.
have any other reason to not pick it. Anyway, after that, innovation and accessibility went to Prince of Persia. We picked Diablo 4. Again, that was another one we couldn't really.
Yeah.
You know,
I'm a-
We were trying to go with games we knew and didn't
I'm
know.
gonna
It
be
was
honest.
very accessible.
I didn't know this game existed
Until the
until
Game Awards.
until
Yeah,
we were
same.
voting for them.
Same.
I'm like, oh, cool.
Yep.
yeah. Again, we can't really talk about that other than, it was a thing.
It was another
It was a
grab
game.
a dart and
Yeah.
throw it at
Yeah,
a board. Yeah.
those two we were specifically throwing darts at.
Yeah.
That being said, y'all should go check out those games because clearly they're good.
Oh
at-
yeah.
at some
Oh,
point.
there's a lot of games that I'm like, I should probably go check it out.
All right, next up we had best performance that went to Melina Jurgens,
Yeah.
who played. She did the voice of the chick from Hellblade.
Yeah.
Senua.
Senwa.
Yeah.
Which apparently she had won this award for the first game. So looking back, it probably makes sense that she was going to win
Yeah.
the award for the second game. We went with Brianna White because again, Final Fantasy.
See, I wanted to vote for that one, but
I wanted to
was
vote for
like,
Senua. Yeah. And
yeah.
I was like, maybe the other.
Maybe,
yeah.
it's more popular.
To be fair,
so-
I think it would have been a toss up between those two.
Yeah.
But again, had I known that she had won
She had won.
the previous time, I probably would have voted for her. All right, next up, best audio design. It actually did go to Hellblade 2,
Yeah.
which, granted, looking back, I think we should have voted for that.
I went to what?
We picked Astrobot, but it went to Hellblade 2.
Okay.
To be fair, before we picked
Oh,
Astrobot,
that's
I
right.
was between Hellblade 2 and Silent Hill 2.
Silent Hill 2.
Yeah.
Again, it's one of those things where like hindsight's 2020. We probably should have just went with one of those.
Yeah.
Man, whatever.
It
Moving on.
happens. It
Anyway,
happens.
best score in music.
That
We
was-
picked
oh,
Final
that
Fantasy.
was
It
a-
went to
that
Final
was
Fantasy.
Obvious.
No brainer.
No brainer.
The Final Fantasy soundtrack, really good.
Slaps.
Nothing was gonna even touch it. Again, Just the music emits epicness and like
You hear songs from Final Fantasy, you know they're Final Fantasy games. It's not like, what is that game? Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, it's great.
all right. Best art direction, we picked Astrobot. Granted, we were between Astrobot and what did win, which was Metaphor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And again, I'm not mad that they won.
Yeah.
Clearly,
Great.
yeah.
They did a great job.
It would have been our second pick. So the fact that it won, shows off that it was deserving. All right, best narrative. We picked Silent Hill 2. It went to Metaphor.
I mean,
And granted, I made the joke of like the people who have played Metaphor haven't finished Metaphor. So how do they know if the game is good?
But all this, going to say like, it winning all these awards makes me want to play it. I'm gonna go try it out.
Yeah, that's the thing, right? It's like inherently like it should be good. Like
Yeah.
if people are giving it, because here's the thing: best narrative, which is basically the story, and best art direction. That's like
Yeah. Two of the
two
things
of,
you
like, the
look
big
for in a
three.
game. Yeah.
here's the thing.
if it got both of them,
Yeah, here's the thing. Winning both of those, the fact that it didn't win Game of the Year
Yeah.
should say something. Anyway,
Next one.
next one, best game direction. We picked Balatro. It went to Astrobot. Again, I think that was but I think that was the one where we talked ourselves into Balatro.
we definitely
we weren't necessarily 100%
What-
on board with Balatro.
What did we initially choose?
I think we did pick
I don't think we
Astrobot.
were going to choose Astrobot. I thought we were going to choose something else, weren't we? Because what was it? It was Black Myth, Elden Ring.
It was we didn't even talk about Elden Ring because
No,
we did the whole thing. It's like it's a DLC. It doesn't really count.
It's the same thing. Yeah.
Yeah,
No, I think we had
No,
talked about
wait.
Metaphor and
I think Metaphor was in the conversation.
No, we didn't pick Astrobot. Astrobot's what won. We picked Balatro.
We picked Balatro, yeah.
No. What I'm saying is
So we were talking about
we were
Metaphor,
though because we
Balatro,
we
and-
talked ourselves into
yeah.
Balatro, but we were choosing one of these.
Yeah, Metaphor or Balatro, and then or Astrobot.
I think realistically we were between Astrobot or Metaphor.
And then we kind of went
because Final Fantasy, we made the argument of like they're just doing the same thing.
It's a
yeah,
remake.
and Elden
It's a
Ring was
redoing it.
the-
Elden Ring was DLC,
yeah.
so that wasn't even in the conversation. Maybe we're talking about Black Myth Wukong, but again, it's
Yeah.
just like it's
I don't
just
know.
so
We
like-
had a lot of hate for Black
Yeah.
with Wukong when we were talking about.
I mean,
this.
Whatever.
we'll get to that when we get to the game.
yeah.
But we picked Balatro because we were doing that thing where it's like it's the best at doing the thing that it's starting.
Yeah, because it's the first of its kind.
It's the first of its kind.
That's right.
To our knowledge. For all we
Yeah.
know, it's not. But everything was just trying to do the same thing that had been done before.
Mhm.
Well, whereas Balatro was trying to like pave its own path, doing its own thing, which we
Hey,
we thought was worthy of winning best game direction.
it worked.
It clearly didn't. And it went to Astrobot again. Not saying Astrobot's not
Which-
deserving.
Yeah.
I mean, looking hindsight, I probably would have picked it. Anyway, the big one, game of the year. I think most people were thinking it was going to go to Black Myth Wukong, and the one award I will say we didn't vote for because at the time they weren't done voting yet. It was in round 2 of 3. Was the players' pick or whatever? It was like a players thing that the
Yeah.
people could pick their own thing.
Oh, yeah,
That
yeah.
did go to Black Myth Wukong.
Mhm.
Oh, okay.
So, depending on how you want to look at it, technically it did win Game of the Year because the people voted on. Because here's the thing, even though like people are voting, these awards still have to go through like the judges or
Yeah.
whatever. So, granted, I'm sure it's not. They don't take. It's not like I don't think it's like the judges. Well, I think it is the judge's final word of like the final word, but I think they take into people's votes into consideration.
Right.
But the big thing that happened was Astrobot won Game of the Year, and everybody wanted Black Myth Wukong.
Well, I can understand why people didn't want Astrobot to win or were upset because it won, because it's a game only released on one console. I understand, to me, I would pick Astrobot because I just don't like Black Myth Wukong. It's supposed to be a game awards. You vote for your favorite game, not what you expect to win. Correct, right? That's what kind of. So, I don't like Black Myth. I was like, hey, I hadn't played Astrobot, but I liked the way it looked. I would try Astrobot, so I picked Astrobot. The other ones, I was like, hey, Final Fantasy was just a remake again, and DLC for that one, and I had never played Metaphor. I might have chose Metaphor, maybe Metaphor or Astrobot.
Yeah. I
instead
mean,
of-
hey, clearly had good things going.
yeah,
For it, so.
and but I do get where people are coming from, saying that, hey, it's a game that's only released on one console.
Yeah.
How can it be Game of the Year?
Although to be fair, when God of War won, it was also an exclusive, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Well, that too.
I
I
mean-
mean, on
I
one
mean-
console, like
Yeah, God of War won. The Last of Us Part 2,
yeah.
that one.
So I mean,
So like,
clearly
it's not one of those. I don't think it being an exclusive
was a
is a like a bad thing.
yeah.
Like I honestly don't think stuff like that really matters.
No, of course not. But at the same time, it's like if you're looking to pick something like Game of the Year, your Game of the Year is like, okay, what's the most popular game, right? What's the most game?
Right.
What do you go by popularity? Do you go by like what's popular in social media or people,
Yeah.
or do you go by what's popular in what people are
Although,
playing or how many people are
To
playing?
be fair, I did hear a lot about Astrobot before.
Well,
all the other ones.
it's like what I was saying, right? Astrobot was the thing that
Yeah.
kind of saved Sony's butt
Yeah.
after Concord failed.
Yeah.
Like Astrobot was the first thing that released after the Concord debacle.
True, but at the same
Yeah, and
time,
here's the thing. I'm not saying that people are voting for that because
yeah.
because of
Right.
that.
Right.
I'm just saying that's a fact.
But I mean, at the same time, like there was more player population on Black Myth. There were more people streaming Black Myth Wukong.
True.
There were more YouTube videos about Black Myth. There was more. That's why I'm saying. So it's
Yeah, but
hard to.
But here's the thing about that. Like 20 million people bought Black Myth Wukong.
Mhm.
Out of those 20 million people, how many of those people actually finished the game?
What does
'Cause-
it matter? Like, I mean,
Well,
that's
kinda-
besides the
well,
point.
no, but it kind of does. Like, because if 20 million people played it,
But how many people finish Astrobot? That's what I'm,
probably a lot.
like-
John, that game's not long. You could beat that. You could beat that in a day. Like to say nobody's beating Astrobot. I think more people have probably beaten Astrobot than people have beaten Black Myth Wukong.
That's probably true. But what I'm saying is, I can understand where people are coming from because
Yeah.
up until right before the Game Awards,
Mhm.
we had mentioned Astrobot like once or twice. I'd seen it maybe pop up on my feed
Yeah.
once, maybe.
Mhm.
Black Myth Wukong, on the other hand, was freaking everywhere. Elden Ring, it's a DLC, but it was everywhere.
It
you
was
know? It's just-
everywhere.
so
Yeah.
if I'm just going by, hey, popularity, what should look like Game of the Year, I thought honestly, we pick Astrobot. I thought Black Myth was still going to win because more people.
Well, here's the thing. I think
Vote-
realistically, all of us thought Black Myth was going to win.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
And the reason I thought it
was
was going to win
surprised
was
Astrobot
because more people. I think Black Myth Wukong was just a game that more people were going to be more inclined to play. Because, like, no offense to Astrobot, but like, it looks like it's a little kids game. It looks like a little kids game, and I think the real gamers aren't going to want to play Astrobot. You know,
Yeah.
they're going to play something like a Black Myth Wukong, like an Elden Ring, because that's what real gamers play.
Yeah.
You know, they can't fathom like.
Or even like a Metaphor. I mean, that's but that being a new game, you know, that I don't know. Yeah.
No, it's like because and here's the thing: there's going to be people that are upset that this little 3D platformer, this little cute 3D platformer, beat out their Souls like realistic graphics, game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're laughing about it, but it's true. There's
Yeah,
going to be
it's true.
people that are going
It's
to be
true.
mad about
No,
it.
there's lots of them out there that are mad about it. Yeah,
They're mad about
yeah,
it. They're mad about it.
And to those people, I say, get over it. no offense, but like, get over it.
You know,
Yeah. If it
You
didn't
know,
win, it didn't win. I
it's-
mean, it can still be your favorite game.
it's hilarious that you say that because now that I'm like imagining it, my sister would probably like Astrobot better than Black Myth Wukong.
I think a majority of people
Yeah,
are going
majority-
like. Here's the thing: a majority of casual people
Yeah.
would pick up
Are
Astrobot
gonna
over,
pick
over
up Astrobot. Yeah.
like Black Myth Wukong caters to like the hardcore gamer, but then you get into the discussion of who should the Game Awards cater to more: the hardcore gamer
Or the casual.
or the casual gamer, or more importantly, all gamers.
Yeah.
Like the well-rounded who's going to pick up and play most things. Because like if you sat down a group of like people, like let's say you get 20 people, right? You say, hey, out of all the people, out of all the games on this list, like which one would you rather like play if they had never seen any of these games before?
Yeah.
They're more than likely going to pick
Astrobot.
Astrobot.
Because it's going to be easier. The learning curve is going to be
Leisure to
easier.
pick up.
It's easier to
It's-
pick up and play.
Looks fun.
Put down if you want to. Come back to it.
We heard
It's
some
not
of the
the-
music. It was
Yeah.
kind of catchy.
Yeah.
And here's the thing, well, like at the end of the day, Black Myth Wukong, it is a Souls-like game. And again, it's not my cup of tea, but like eventually the gameplay is just gonna get repetitive.
Yeah.
Like
No, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, that's why I didn't vote for it. That's why.
Like,
yeah.
at least with like Astrobot, it tries to do stuff that's different, stuff that's unique. It doesn't do the same thing to where it feels mundane. It just it just goes and you play it.
Well, it does that thing where platformers where the setting has to be the main focus point. Because I mean,
Well, yeah, it's like what I
Yeah.
said that the last time we recorded. It's like inherently, the game has to look good.
yeah,
It has to look fun
Mhm.
because it's just a platformer.
Yeah.
Whereas something like Black Myth Wukong can get away with just its gameplay,
Mm-hmm.
even though it's repetitive gameplay, it can just get off on just being a good game.
yeah.
Yeah.
Whereas like something like Astrobot has to lean into like its cutesy art style, and grant let's be real. Astro, he's cute as F.
Oh, yeah.
He's just a little guy.
Very adorable.
Yeah, he is single handedly gonna save Sony maybe.
The new mascot.
Yeah. What, dude? They kicked Little Big Planet. like
Oh, that's true.
they got rid- that you can't buy that game anymore.
Yeah.
So it's like
That's going to be the new.
yeah, they're just like hey Sackboy,
poor
See ya.
Sack
Yeah.
boy.
here, check out Astro.
Yeah.
The Astro is clearly the way that they're wanting to go
Yeah, it's
going
working.
forward, and it's working.
It's
right?
working.
Yeah.
But yeah, do I think it deserved to win Game of the Year? Absolutely. I think it did. Do I think Black Myth Wukong deserved to win? Sure.
Maybe. Yeah.
And here's the thing. This is the thing I'm gonna end this segment with. At the end of the day, who cares?
Who cares?
Because like John said, whatever you thought was Game of the Year was Game of the Year.
Yeah.
These awards do not
They don't
matter,
matter to anything. Yeah. They don't
because
matter.
guess what? Game of the Year to somebody else is probably none of these games.
Yeah.
It's probably Super Mario Jamboree, or I don't know what's another game that came out this year. Like that wasn't on this list. Call of Duty.
Call of Duty.
Somebody's probably that's Call of Duty Black Ops 6 is probably someone's favorite game this year.
Yeah.
Granted, it's not mine.
That's right up there with mine.
Like,
yeah, it's really.
Hi-Fi Rush came out this year, right?
yeah.
Hi-Fi Rush.
Yeah.
I loved Hi-Fi Rush.
But again, these awards at the end of the day they don't matter.
They don't matter,
that
no.
much. Like you could be happy that Astrobot won. You could be upset that Astrobot won. But at the end of the day, Astrobot won. You
It
can
won.
complain all you want.
Yeah.
But it happened. But at the same time, who cares that it happened? Just let it happen. All this is going to do is let Sony put Game of the Year on their, when they resell Astrobot,
Yeah.
because they're gonna do that.
They're gonna do that.
Every game has done that, where it's like Game of the Year edition. It's just gonna be a way for them to slap Game of the Year edition onto like their Astrobot game when they resell it. And you know what? I'm gonna buy it, and I'm gonna be the one to go and pick it up. I almost did after the Game Awards. I almost went. I almost went to local game store's website and bought it. And I'm probably gonna wait, but like.
Or if you're like me, you'll watch the Game Awards for the trailers.
For the trailers, yeah.
Well, that's what the Game Awards are, right? It's just
Yeah.
a giant ad.
Just a giant ad.
Because here's the actual awards probably took less than like 30 minutes. It was a 3-hour show.
Yeah.
Like a majority of the actual
For
show
trailers, yeah.
is just trailers and the musical performances.
And speeches.
The speeches are like 2 minutes, dude. Like at most they're like 2 minutes.
Well, that's where I got to go to now because there's no more E3, so like I got to see
Yeah.
upcoming games from somewhere. Like
Yeah. All
Yeah.
the directs.
Yeah.
All the.
anyways.
Yeah. Anyways, guys, the
Good
Game Awards
show.
don't matter,
Yeah.
but if you are happy that some of them won and some of them didn't, cool.
We were about 50% right.
Yeah,
So
the actual, we did the math. The actual total of what we got right was 52%.
Yeah.
So we didn't do great,
but we did better than
but
most.
we did. Yeah, we probably did better
than
most.
average. There we go.
Better than average.
I don't know. It was literally a coin flip.
Yeah.
Coin flip.
Yeah. We probably just could have flipped
Hey.
the coin.
Hey, coin flip on multiple choice
Yeah.
is good.
Yep.
Well,
Well,
we all know time. We all know what time it is.
yeah, it's that time. It's pack opening time. Yes, it's. Oh wait, we don't have dice. Do we have dice?
Yeah, we do.
All right. Well,
Talking about.
Been keeping dice over
I swear,
here.
every time I buy one of these, I can never get it. Like look at that. I can like.
Yeah.
It never works for me. Anyway,
He
You
rolled
guys know-
low decks.
you guys know how this works. We each get a pack. We open it up. We see if we get a hit. And right now, I rolled a 3.
3,
6.
6. Go to hell.
And 6. So they both of them have
Roll
to
again.
re-roll. Looks like I'm last.
1.
One.
1.
Hopefully get a 2. 2.
Yeah, exactly.
go.
2.
All right.
Sweet.
So Vic, well, who picks first? You pick first,
I
right?
go first.
All right. You can pick one of these packs. Apparently, 2 of them are the same.
And for current count, we are at 6.
Yeah, we are at 6,
4,
4, and 5. So Vic,
4, 5, 6.
Y'all will go doubles. There you go.
Which one do you want?
I'll pick this one. Pick that one, Vic. Anyway, as always, the code cards will be somewhere right here. You can redeem them.
And we'll throw an extra one. We got an extra one.
Yeah, the one for this promo card, it's Cyclozar.
Yeah.
I don't think it's very good, but
Whatever. We'll
You can
pop
have it.
Wow,
then.
that's rude.
Yeah.
The cycles are.
Yep.
all right. So John,
This
you'll
was
be-
not with energy in the back. So
actually.
no, yeah, there's no energy in the back.
Oh, I got an energy in the back. I got dark.
I did not get an energy
Fighting.
in the back.
Oh,
Yeah.
well then look at you.
No.
Did you throw it with your card?
No, I did not.
Yes, you did.
Oh, I did.
Wow.
Well, John spoiled himself.
Wow. Well, I didn't even see what it was. So that's
Fire.
great. Fire.
I had fighting.
All right.
John over here trying to cheat, saying he didn't get
Yep.
an energy.
And
Yeah.
you're throwing your stuff on Janine, dude. That's
yeah.
not cool.
Sorry, Jenny.
Anyway, John, you're up.
All right. So eyes are not doing good today. Okay, Breloom,
Okay.
Roly Coly.
Mm-hmm.
I almost said Heatmore, Yamper, Morty's Conviction, Shift Tree, Bianca's Devotion, Nuzleaf, Chargerbug, and Iron Valiant.
Yes, Iron Valiant.
Whoa.
All right, Vic. So you can tie with me currently,
Yes.
but you cannot beat any one of us.
It's a nice card, but
Mero, Gola,
Elgin.
Elgin, Melton, Sawsbuck,
Yeah.
Cypher Maniac's Code Breaking. Whoa.
nice.
Behaim?
Beheum.
My bad. Puchiena, Roserade, and hey, look, another Iron Valiant.
Wow. Can I pull the triple thread and get an Iron
Twinsies.
Valiant as well? All right. So we got Snom,
You better not hit.
Pikachu, Scyther, Sizzlipede, Perilous Jungle, Unpheasant, Airy, Turtonator, Lycanroc, and I got a Flutterman, so I didn't get anything either.
4, 5,
So.
6.
Good set card.
Yeah, we got Flutterman. That's actually a pretty playable Flutterman. But yeah,
Nice art.
But yeah, none of us won. We didn't get any packs. There we go. Anyway, that's gonna be it for this podcast.
Yep.
Next podcast is the last one for the year.
Yes.
Yeah,
and it will
before-
be coming out on Christmas Day.
Yes, and we have something very
Yeah.
special planned.
Christmas podcast.
Yeah, we have something very special planned for that
Christmas.
for the Christmas podcast. And we'll just not to give it away, but it does involve what we're doing right now. So anyway, tune into that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, if you guys did enjoy this discussion of the Game Awards, let us know what you thought was cool. Like if there was any trailers that we didn't talk about that you thought were cool.
Or if your picks were different.
Yeah, if your picks were different, let us know your percentages or how many that you got right. Because honestly, I kind of want to know.
Or if the game you wanted wasn't nominated, which game would you like to have nominated?
Let us know.
Yeah, let us know. We love engagement. Anyway, my name is Ruben.
I'm Vic.
John.
And that's been the podcast. See you later.
Peace.
Peace.
Ah!